Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode 41 of the High Rollers. And also, first main cast of the year. Tell the 24.
Tuning in.
Oh, man. Appreciate everybody that was... they weren't necessarily, like, wondering, but they're all, like... I'm literally accidentally mixing Ursi up here. I have the touchpad on this laptop, so I'm clicking the episode links, and I accidentally click broadcast. He reacts actually really fast.
Yeah.
And when it's broadcast, as soon as I try to go back in the... Oh, jeez. Yeah, so, yeah, welcome back. Some of my rules bullshit already, yes. For real, though, appreciate everybody's supporting, like, hey, where the cast at? I need y'all for whatever travel, whatever. I'm like, listen, man. RC just was busy for reasons. He's back. At least for now. He's back.
Road running.
Yep. And we definitely celebrated. That's you're gonna be hearing about that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a weed party. Yeah, when people ask, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, that was a dry party." You know how like there's dry weddings and like non-alcoholic. That was definitely that was a dry party. But no, that was wild. We're definitely gonna be talking about that, the reunion. We have a bunch of news from still actually before Christmas. So we're gonna get into here. But most of the meat will be the Stonies recap of 2023. All that jazz. You know. So luckily we're not too late for that. Anyways. Anything you want to say, RC? Any shout outs?
Nah, man, not this week.
Yeah. I would just say Black Coast Society, Coastal Heat, Buzz Bars, all y'all, the normal. I really, really appreciate. And James, Timmy, Jalen, Alex, all y'all down at RVA. Thank you all for always bringing a good time. Because goddamn.
I'm an emoji on that.
What'd you say?
Put the 100 emoji on that one, bro.
Yeah. Woo.
Real.
No, but yeah, literally homies every time I hang with them. It's always great times, great vibes. So, and always shout outs to Coastal Talk. Go ahead, check out the late Coastal Talk podcast. Just for history, man. Literally, it's like that shit's history.
The late.
Yeah, isn't it sad to say that? But jumping into it here, y'all. Episode 41. We have news from literally Christmas Eve. But one thing I want to say real quick. I'm happy with how we have gone from recording our news.
What do you mean?
So, I used to literally just record, like, put it down on my phone on that Notes app and, like, then just send it to you, like,
yeah.
And then we did the Discord links, obviously. Then we had, like, a separate channel, but now it's so streamlined. It's just like we just know when we're talking about where it is, and I really appreciate that. I'm glad we finally found the code. So, because I'm saying, like, people getting all this information, it's hard to actually especially sometimes there's a link with another link that makes more sense for what we're talking about. Oof.
Oh yeah, that I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, that's context. But yeah, bro, it's like we have basically the news has been the most streamlined part of our cast, and I've just been like when I listen back and look at the edited part because I'm like, damn, bro. But we're the high rollers. No, but actually, no. We're the Thuzy Coaster Network. I'm sorry. Bringing in the breaking news. Right.
I have some armchair takes today.
Okay, yeah, we got the daily bullshit. That's what we didn't do really. But speaking of which, this isn't coaster related, but like, did you see that dude jump the judge like the judge's podium and actually tackle her? Like, that's insane,
Mm-mm. I don't know
bro.
what you. Was it
Bro.
like trending or something?
Yes.
I didn't see that.
Oh my god. I don't know if I can find it like specifically. Like, I have it on my phone. Actually, I might have it on my phone. I do have it on my phone. Let me send it to you. I'm gonna try to use it for a meme later. That's why. In the future. But no, those judge podiums are tall as fuck. So for anyone to even do that with ease is insane. But the context
Damn.
of it is he was going to be to see if he could be in leaving without bail or whatever, or bail without bond. Sorry, and she's like, well, with his history, of apparently he was doing better with anger management and everything. This with his history, I'm not sure I can allow that. And with him pleading and his lawyer pleading that he's been doing better with his record and all that with anger management, she says that one thing, and literally he sees red. Like,
Damn.
bro, I'm sending it to you right now. The leap, he should be in the NFL. He should probably have been in the NFL if he a little more chill with everything, what I'm saying, but life, did that make management. God, bro, like that. There's been so many memes about it.
Jeez.
Yeah, that leap, ridiculous, bro. There's a whole video like show it like it's like a minute where it's like they're trying to get him off of her, bro. Like wild,
That's crazy.
wild. That was basically my bullshit though. So I don't really have any other bullshit besides. Uh, I guess BG Busch Gardens Tampa's overrated. Like I've been seeing so much Busch Gardens Tampa the last 3 weeks, and then people talking about and I love Cooper to get twisted. I'm about to, and I love Batu. But really, I'm riding Gwazi, man. I'm being real. Park's layout's mid. Park's not nearly as pretty as it used to be. I just don't want to hear about BGT as much anymore right now. I'm not sure why we're talking much about it besides Gwazi. Because, yeah. But the rides I just talked about are barely even in the top 30. And I'm saying that's great. They just had their time. You know what I'm saying? They had their time. All right, that's my bullshit. All right, it's whatever. All right, what were your takes? Your daily BS.
I just meant like throughout the cast, I'm sure I'll have some like armchair ass takes, like Dippin' Dots ass takes, you know? This man's smoking.
Man's dabbing. Yeah, I'm finally back with the trifecta.
I just watched a video of somebody riding, a group of enthusiasts riding Hagrid's and Velocicoaster and Burger King crowns.
Did they
I
get it from
suppose,
the
I
Whopper bar?
suppose, I guess. So yeah, I suppose that might be my bullshit of the day.
Bro, have you ever been in the Whopper bar?
Mm-mm.
So,
Mm-mm.
hear me out. Um, next time we go, which
Well, wait, isn't that across from Moe's?
I think it's above Moe's.
Oh, it's above Moe's. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like in the same place as Moe's, or
No,
is it a different thing from
no,
the
I
Burger
know.
King?
I think it's literally. I think it's in like that same building or like block. Like if you're
I mean,
looking like
I've
there.
probably seen it. I've just never ate at that
Oh
Burger
yeah,
King.
because it's
Oh,
literally on
yeah.
the top floor of the whole whole city walk. It's like up there.
Right.
Um, I'm telling you next time. Which, by the way, look, I need to see if they really just put up the passes $20, at least for me, because the payment for me came in, and oh my god, I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to do my tier at least.
For
No,
uni,
yeah,
I'm not gonna renew anything at the moment.
yeah, yeah. I'm like, well, Uni Auto renewed, because I was like I had to go there. It was auto renewing right around the time we were going, so
Ah, I see.
they got me. They got me real good.
Yeah.
But no, this definitely would be the last year, and I'm definitely gonna abuse the hell out of it if I can. Like 6 trips to uni if I can. In other news, Busch Gardens Williamsburg also they finally canceled my pass.
Hmm.
I'm so like I'm just happy.
Mine's done in March, so
Well, you better actually make sure like it's a 12-month only, no renew, no bullshit. Because trying to get off of that, bro, is
yeah, that's what mine is.
yeah, yeah. Because trying to
Because
get off of it is
I
so bad,
do not like that chain.
bro. But everyone's creeping over Penguin Trek now.
I mean,
I mean, it's gonna be
kinda
cute. We're gonna ride
it's
it
gonna
once.
be a very popular ride in the park, and it's a good addition for the park.
I was saying that they definitely need because uh the bonus episode, I was like, what do kids do? Oh, all the strollers are parked in front of the stadium and other show areas because that's all kids can do in that park. They just walk around, look at shows, look at live entertainment, and maybe catch a ride on Icebreaker if they're willing enough. Uh, yeah, there's really not much for kids. So obviously this isn't for me. I just trolling. Penguin Trek is gonna be great for them. But I will say like that's a lesser of an attract. Like that is almost more kid, even though I think it's a family coaster. But that's almost more kid in my eyes than like Phoenix Rising, where I'm like, why the hell are you adding
Mm,
another invert, B&M invert to your park? You know,
It's
and then
I
people being like, "Oh
don't
my god,
know.
Phoenix Rising." I'm like, no, we're not gonna talk about this forgotten. It's gonna be forgotten. Like, yes. Nah, whatever, man. Yeah, like that to me. And if Busch Gardens Williamsburg, like if they get another B&M invert, oh hell no, bro. Like it's funny because then I look at King's Dominion and that wing we were talking about, the wing looks fine. Like I'm actually that wing looks like a great addition. It just sucks that it'll probably have vests, but at least they looked at the fit of the part, what puzzle piece they were needing.
Yeah.
Uh, let's get into actual news here. How long has it been going on? Already 12 minutes. So SeaWorld Orlando is making us laugh because have you been to that park? When was the last time
I
you been to
went
SeaWorld?
during Christmas time, like right around Christmas.
Oh yeah, that was when I'm assuming Colin got the pipeline credit and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you see this big ass sign that no one's gonna read of like
I
15
believe I walked
rules?
past it.
Yeah, because no one's going to read the smallest little words ever. Doesn't matter how big the sign is. Like there's
Yeah.
like 20 rules on there, and all of them are basically common sense. And I get humans naturally don't have common sense, but like come on, like this is like ridiculous. Like they're giving us a laundry list before we go into your park. Like at least have it scroll on a digital like a video like put the investment to make a video that gets people more like okay see this going on, have that play around the park too. uh
Yeah.
yeah, so basically they have this new sign that's a joke, because you can't read. I can't even read what's even looking at the sign. Okay, let me see how some of the things here for you guys because I can't even read it. So it starts off with welcome to SeaWorld. To help ensure safety and enjoyment of everyone, we ask that you please comply with the following park policies. Yes, must obey all posted instructions, verbal, blah, blah. It's like, well, I can't read them because they're so small, there's so many. All bags and strollers, personal items are subject to inspection, outside food and beverages. Stuff you get out of the other amusement parks. What? It's just troll, bro. It's just troll. Uh, like they couldn't find a cleaner way to give people rules. Like, all right, that honestly could have been my bullshit of the week there, but it was weeks ago. So, Spider Man. at Universal Studios Japan, unfortunately, is closing within a month. Um, at this rate, it might be a week or two because I posted that Christmas Eve. Yeah,
Yeah.
let me check. From what I remember here, let me get a translate. Translate. Unable to fetch translation. Oh no. Let me try this again. Well, I know. I think it was closing at the end of January. Though. I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's only closing in 10 days. January twenty
Yeah.
second, 2024. I'm gonna look at a quick POV of it. I don't think it was much different than the one in Orlando, but y'all already know how I feel about the one in Orlando. I adore that ride to death. Um, one of my favorite dark rides. Not the best one. Not after Rise of Resistance, but uh, I can get on that all the time. Like every time I go to Universal, I have to get a ride on that. So
The last time I went to uni before I moved back home, I tried to ride Spider-Man and just couldn't because of the wait, because of holiday crowds.
I was about to say, like normally that ride don't be having to wait like that. It's kind of nice,
Yeah. And like I just couldn't use my express, so like it just sucked. I just skipped.
bro. Don't tell me you went on King Kong or something.
Nah, I just didn't. I think I might have just left. I don't even remember.
Let's see. Yeah, it almost looks like it's exactly the same we started off. But I'm looking at that in the background while while we do the news here. So, yeah, get your last rides if you shit. I don't know if we have any Japanese listeners, but get your last rides if you can, man. I don't even know what the weather is like. I always be like curious what the weather is like at the other parts of the globe because it can't be exactly the same, right? Aren't the seasons flopped? I don't know. Anyways, uh, Victoria's. Have you ever had Victoria's at Kings Dominion? I feel like you have. I feel like if you're Kings Dominion Home Parker, that has to be you've had it at the home park for a little bit.
Is
Or
that which one is this? That's not.
it's not the first one. It's the one that's in Candy Apple Grove next to Drop
Yeah,
Tower.
then I have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly, that's like
and
one of
that
the main
pizza
ones.
was like. I don't know. I thought that pizza was pretty trash.
Oh
Not gonna
yeah,
lie.
yeah. That was in fact the pizza in the front got low key updated and is more artisan style. So if you want more of a less greasy, generic theme park pizza, go there. I forgot what it's called all the time. I think they change it every year, but that one's good. I always recommend that one to people if they want pizza in the park. But I might not need to anymore because Victoria's, which is the main place people do get pizza because of where it is, and the other one's kind of tucked at the end of Main Street, away from, you know, away from a lot of the main attractions. Obviously, like it's kind of going towards Kid Zone, and or you're gonna beeline towards the middle, like the clock, or Old Virginia, Grizzly, all that stuff. So I'm curious what they're gonna do, man. I hope it's good because to me, you can't ever go wrong with pizza. I don't know how you feel. Uh,
Mhm.
you can't ever go wrong with pizza. I mean,
Mhm.
unless you can go wrong with pizza, like it's too much pizza. But you know what I'm saying? You get like pies for the party. I mean, hell, cannot wait to talk about the Christians. Oh, that story is so. But yeah, what they're saying is a new commercial building, uh, Victoria's Pizza Reno, permit processing. So what KD fans said is, wow, this could be huge because this is a document that was found for building permits, all that. Could 2024 finally be the year we see a significant overhaul to one of, for what has been long, one of Kings Dominion's worst and largest restaurants? Wow, so a lot of people do feel that Victoria's is definitely not up to par. I see.
It's not. It's not good pizza.
I mean, when you have when you have Grand and Grill,
Like
Firehouse Barbecue.
look at like Hugo's at Cedar Point. You know what I
Wait,
mean?
do you
Like they
like
have like a whole
Hugo's?
like it's like a whole like brick oven like place. That opened in 2019. It opened in 2019 though. Like Victoria's like opened
Years ago. Victoria's
years
been
ago.
around
Yeah.
years. Yeah. Yeah. I say that because a few listeners make jokes about Hugo's.
Oh
Essentially,
really?
oh yeah, they make like subtle trolls about it all the time. They'll be like, "Yeah, where would you like to go? Subway, uh, Jack, blah blah blah." Like all these crap places, they have Hugo's. Yeah, so I'm definitely ready to try Hugo's at Cedar Point because
I've had like one good and one bad experience with Hugo's, so I don't know.
I don't know. To me, like, why Hugo isn't an Italian name? Is it not? Like,
I don't know.
is the name Hugo? Yeah, they're German, Spanish, and Portuguese.
Hmm.
That's the descent. Like, what? Like, I don't know. I guess they don't always have to be Italians making pizza, but
Yeah.
I never just heard of German pizza. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's a
Yeah.
reason. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Some of these scenes in the Spider-Man ride, by the way, are a little different, but it's generally like 99% the same.
Yeah.
Man, I already want to ride this ride again. Hell, bro, I cannot wait to get on RTO5. Like, South Korea potentially getting a Universal Park. Uh, this is just a rumor. Just keep this in mind, everybody. Uh, if Universal is expanding like the way that it sounds like they are, kind of insane. Um, yeah, they're just putting parks in everywhere. Just take it up property, man. Like parks experiences. But yeah, South Korea is a potential place that they're looking at to make a Universal resort. What are your thoughts if they really are expanding like this?
A lot of people in the comments are saying that this one is debunked.
This one's debunked. Okay. Yeah, it's a rumor, so who knows if
Apparently. That would be very interesting though, if they're really expanding that far. That's cool.
I mean in general, I think what you got three parks in Orlando. You're adding stuff Fast and Furious. Hey, speaking of rumors, because there's nothing confirmed about this, I don't think they're on the rest of the cast, but there was stuff that came out from Knott's Berry Farm. Apparently, the say all and no be all is they're actually a little, which I don't know if this makes sense to me, but somewhat threatened by the Fast and the Furious coaster coming. Uh, and they said we have to do something to combat that, or make sure we. I guess they mean in crowd wise, like they might lose some of that crowd level,
Hmm.
some of that money. Which, yeah, I mean, when was the last thing they've added? Hang time? Was it really hang time? Don't tell me it was hang time.
Not? Yeah, I want to say probably was hang time.
And they've been having
Revamping rides.
they've been having accelerator on a defibrillator, and then Montezuma is essentially MIA. But we all are assuming the worst, like you check our CDB. They'll let me know. No, it's 2018, bro.
Thanks.
And King's Dominion might get a coaster before Knott's gets a new coaster. What the fuck? But you okay? You were just there. You think they might be resting on their laurels in the sense like, hey, we're already getting crowds and shit. We don't need to be like pushing P like that, bro.
That'd be like really ridiculous though. You know what I mean?
Oh no, it would be
Because
ridiculous, but at the same time, not too ridiculous because they're landlocked as fuck, right? Like they really have nowhere to like expand. Or am I tripping?
you're not like tripping, but like I mean, they're gonna like make room or whatever, but because like they remember they have the room to have the Giga like there's like the whole like project that got scrapped, so they have room to add something, even if it's not the B&M Giga.
The thing is, they don't need to scrap anything. The crowd levels are already insane. They need more. So
Right.
yeah, that's why another reason why Montezuma's Revenge it hurts the park because it's a ride a lot of people could ride. You know, all the way
Yeah.
from probably some people's first coaster they go upside down with to like the whole family can ride it in that sense. Like, and now they're all going to other things. You know, Ghost Rider. I think that has a low height requirement, a lower, like 38, right? It's not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not tiny, but definitely like you'll be seeing kids are like, well, goddamn, you're a brave one. At least I'll be feeling that way whenever I see them at like Wazzy or Steel Midgets, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm like, the lap bar is basically the size of them. All right. So, yeah, curious stuff coming on, man. Um, rumor. Just a rumor coming from one of the most reputable sources when it comes to this Epic Universe coverage, all that stuff, the Orlando coverage, Park Stop podcast. You probably have heard Alicia Stella. I was given a listen because they were answering all the questions about what we could expect and what they know so far about Epic Universe and basically the whole infrastructure change that they might have down there with Universal. Um, this is what she has heard. There's no confirmation, but it wouldn't surprise me. Now let me get into it. But there's a rumor that there are going to be no upgrades to park passes when Epic Universe first opens.
Hmm.
So people are wondering, oh yeah, I'm just waiting, just add on Epic Universe to my pass. That might not be available when the park first opens for this is the last thing I really remember the first 30 or the first like half of the year, the first year or two. Could be a little bit. And that just because the volume of crowds that could happen. Like, imagine already Super Nintendo. Like, I know it's been out in Hollywood. I know it's been out in Japan even before that. But this is the hub of theme parks, is Orlando. Uh,
Yeah.
no one really goes to Hollywood or go out of the way to Cali, especially if you're here, East Coast or even
Yeah.
Midwest. They probably like, oh, I might as well make more parks, resorts, you know, that are have thrilling attractions in Orlando. So that's gonna be their first taste of that. Is gonna be at Epic Universe. So yeah, I am very curious to see exactly how they deal with all that. I know people are gonna be pissed, but I kind of expect it. And I didn't expect us
Yeah.
to just merge our passes like that. That would have been nice. Uh, I think there's gonna be previews even for pass holders like us anyway. So keep that in mind.
Right.
God, that sucks. They're gonna have to. Man, I really don't want to hold on to pass another year. But what if that? What if I get in early? What if that's like one of my only times I get to really experience Epic Universe? Because getting in might be a bit of a bitch. Like who knows what might happen.
'Cause it's like I just like I kind of understand that they're not gonna like add that all together onto one pass somehow. That kind of makes sense. Because the way that everything's being like set up and structured, where the two like I guess resorts aren't near each other, they have their own sets of hotels and everything, like parking. They're like building like some big thing on like they have to build stuff for like traffic and everything. So like yeah, it kind of makes sense that it's going to be kind of its own entity that they want people to travel to, you know?
Yeah,
And they keep the passes separate.
I mean it's taking them a little bit, but I think they finally have the little. They're gonna try to make like the Disney hub.
Mm-hmm.
You know how like Disney, you literally could stay in that area, never necessarily leave. Hell, you don't even necessarily need a car. You just
Yeah,
shuttle
well,
around
that's
places.
the thing. Yeah, like that's what people will do when they go stay at Universal Orlando Resort. So they want people to go stay at, Universal Epic Universe and do the same thing. They want it to be at another destination. And I think they're going to successfully do it for sure.
Ooh, I mean, they've been getting us excited. Shit,
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to see what's happening in Hollywood with Fast and Furious, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, like, did you ever talk to Austin about that? Like, Fast and Furious? 'Cause I know he designed one layout for it.
Not really, no.
Man, I would have been picking his ear about that. I'm like, yo, what do you think about this? How do you think that's gonna work? Like, you think it's gonna spin?
Yeah. Like the actual like design. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
True. True.
well, I know to get some sort of fix, we gotta see if they could come on still.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, because they definitely held you down there for sure the whole time you were there. Shout outs to
Oh show.
shout outs to Mark and Austin for real.
Great homies.
Uh, who holiday crowds are OD. Yeah, you dealt with a few
Dude.
of them. They were OD.
Bro, I didn't even want to go to the parks. I was like, I'm just gonna get frustrated, dude.
Yeah, like
Uh,
yeah, because that's
like,
essentially what happened when we ended up going on.
yeah, bro. Like,
So I don't
see,
blame you. Yeah,
and I now rant about it. Like,
go ahead, bro.
I do, I don't even like. So I don't have an issue with like the virtual queues. I don't have an issue with Genie Plus. It's just so goddamn crowded. Like, there's so many people using it that it's like it's not even worth it. Like being at the park's just not even really like because I'm the type of person that I want to like keep going and doing things.
It's like
So
almost like a
like
momentum. Like you keep bouncing on to like other shit, just like
the
nonstop.
yeah, and like the problem is that the crowds are so bad that like it gets to where even if you pay so much money and have Genie Plus and everything, you still are basically forced to go wait in like a 2-hour standby line while you're waiting like 2 or 3 hours for your next genie to open up and for you to go through a lightning lane. So it's like it's just not like when the
No,
crowds are that bad, it's just like not good.
the system doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
Like
Then it's like you're paying the money and you're not like actually skipping the lines. You're still like it's just not fun.
you're essentially paying for what we had before at that point. You got a
Yeah.
piece of paper in front of the attraction. You waited 2 hours, depending on the wait time, or less. It was really not that much wait, and then you got on. Now I'm paying shit, however much, fucking
Yeah.
$25 each because you had to put it in. If you did it yourself, oh Jesus Christ. Uh, and then some lightning lanes, so 15 to 25 depending on the attraction and the popularity. And hell, you better get the lightning lane because they might even run out of that. Keep in mind, some of these attractions have working standby queues they're refusing to use. It's like, that part to me is just, like, what are you doing? Like, it's just blatant. You're just having people like almost run a lottery to get on new attractions that you're. No, I shouldn't have to go. Like, I will say, it can work. I've seen vlogs. I've seen people have great time with Genie Plus and Lightning Lane, specifically at Disneyland. I've seen it works almost better there now. It was actually the inverse before. Um, I will need to go back. Unfortunately, people are like, "What are you doing? Listen, listen, listen. I'm a man where I could see where there could be improvements on my end. Granted, I know it should be intuitive the first time you use it. It really should be, but I do want to see how I could quote unquote game this. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, going on all of that, they sold out at Disney at Animal Kingdom for the first time. That was the 28th. That was before New Year's. Yeah, could not imagine personally. Oh, yeah, we waited how long for Flight of Passage?
I want to say like 2 hours probably, bro.
2 hours. Yeah.
Because the main issue with that one was like they were favoring Lightning Lane, which is understandable because it was close to park close and they got to get all those people through. But like, oh, that standby line moved so
Oh, it was
freaking
abysmal.
slow. So
Yeah.
slow.
Generally speaking, uh, they need to do something about this system when it gets, this ridiculous with crowds because it doesn't work anymore. You might as well. I guess you could pay just to have an attraction or two or three maybe be you hop on, but you're like you said, you're literally waiting an attraction or two, like 2 3 hour wait sometimes, and like there's nothing you can do about it because what else are you gonna do? You could shop, I guess. You could, see some experiences. There are shows and stuff, but
Yeah.
there aren't many attractions at these parks, and that's why I'm like, they need more attractions so bad at these parks, so bad. Whenever a ride is closed, you feel it, and I think that's another reason why there's never necessarily quote unquote dead days. Excuse me, at these parks. Yeah, yeah. I really want to enjoy Disney. In fact, I had a great time when I was there too. I just,
It's so enjoyable in the dead season, but just
yeah,
like
yeah, so
uh,
unenjoyable. Any, I would say any other time.
when it's like
When it's busy
peak,
as fuck, yes, it is one of the worst park experiences in my
like
opinion.
even just like walking around, it's
Yes,
just
it's one of
not.
the worst park experiences.
And
Your shins are
don't
bruised from strollers.
yeah, don't get me wrong, like Universal's just as bad.
Oh, islands?
So,
I, I wonder how they even have like 50,000, 60,000 people in that park sometimes because even when in days when it's like a lighter day,
the
just the
worst
way,
is like the hot days in like July when it's like packed.
yeah, because I'm like,
Like
even on the
June.
lighter days, the way that that park is laid out, like it's supposed to be like you're literally hopping from these different lands and different, and you feel that, but there's not a wide pathing at all. Like you would almost expect to see this like for a park that is not a resort, like smaller park, maybe even regional, and that's fine. It would work for them, but
Hmm.
I think that was a design oversight for the creative team on Islands of Adventure because even on light days, it is hard sometimes to get, especially Jurassic Park. Oh my god! Like if you have so many short, like there's just a jam all the time. Strollers, ECVs, people on their phones trying to navigate them. Oh my god! Just like yeah, like I'm talking like literally that stretch before like between King Kong all the way to like Burger Digs.
Oh, uh,
And even before King Kong, it's kind of like tight there, but yeah, like it gets bad. It gets bad. And,
yeah.
and then like you feel so free, and that's why almost I feel like it's not the fault of Universal Studios Hollywood side so much because like it's such a big change. Like you're literally in this open backstage area technically. Like it's supposed to be a studio. So it's almost
Mhm.
jarring. I think I just obviously I think Islands looks the best. I mean, but yeah, those paths can definitely shit. I don't even know what they can do about that. It's a big investment, the wide paths for a park like that. They're always open. Hmm. Hmm. It's I can't really think of a park that's perfect, so that's their one to fall. But yeah, holidays. I'm gonna definitely try to put my birthday trip maybe a whole month earlier.
Yeah.
Instead, or just go to Cali. But I've heard all over the holiday crowds were bad. It was besides the regional parks, like the regional parks, they would look bad, like go against the parking lot. But they weren't that bad. Like actually, like once you're in the park, like you're actually able to grab a few rides at some of the actual standouts in the park. Like, at least that's what I did with Winterfest when I went the one time. I was like, I went later and I saw Twisted was at like 45, 60 minutes. I took the gamble, went 5 minute wait. Appreciate you. And if I didn't go that day, there would never be any. I would have not known what an ass pop would have sounded like. So, uh, Kid Flash, Final Hope, because they what did Jeffrey say here? Oh yeah, they're in the final phase of train adjustments. At least 2 weeks ago for the train, which took them 2 weeks to do that. And it's kind of crazy for a kid coaster. Let's hope it's back because I know at least in Fiesta, it is back on the track. Like over Georgia, not so much. It's still off the track. That is a really
Skyline, bruh.
that is a really good picture showcasing it, dude. You can really see that the wheels are cambered there. Like, why? Why?
Oh, Skyline attractions.
Mm, 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 mm.
When will parks learn not to go with Skyline attractions?
Well, so SeaWorld tried them, but I think Six Flags mostly had them before, right?
Yeah, I was just reading. It was a comment on the
Yeah,
Twitter post.
yeah.
uh,
That's honestly why I do like posting the Twitter links because Twitter just be funny. It's like
uh,
your comments are funny. Let me see. Yeah, because there's some of the people on here I be chatting with on the regular. So shout outs to y'all. Appreciate you. 3 hours for a Rip Ride Mid. What was this? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, that was the Holiday Crowd Madness. 3 hours for Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, bro. 3 hours. Bro, I'd wait. Come on, it won't be that bad.
you said what, bruh?
I'd wait. Just to listen to Rainbow
3
Connection blast.
hours?
I'll be smoking, I'll be chiefing the whole time I'm dapping, bro.
Uh,
It's cool, it's cool. No, no. Literally, sounds like a nightmare experience. You basically did that for Slinky Dog Dash, if I'm not mistaken, or was that 2.5 or something? Like,
oh my god, no, I waited 3 hours for Slinky Dog
yeah,
Dash. That was
yeah,
I still think that's probably my least favorite wait for any attraction that I have ever done in my entire life.
yeah,
That was horrible.
and they don't have like a Mr. Potato Head, so it's just literally I don't know what the queue is. In fact, I the queue has to be minimal because that land looks kind of minimal
Like it's like fine, it's cute, but like
for three
it
hours. It ain't
just
cute.
yeah, no, it was miserable.
Intimate Drop Tower coming to New York. Interesting news here, honestly. So, coming from Costa Studios, he was saying he think this went underneath. He said maybe he's late. I didn't hear anyone talking about this. So, in my eyes, you are early. When was this is December 30th? So maybe he's late to the game on this one. But apparently, there's a skyscraper currently under construction in New York City that will feature a 260-foot tall Mystery Castle style drop ride from Intamin. Talk about a real Tower of Terror.
That's sick.
Yeah, there's actually patents here too in the link, bro. So that's just gonna be sitting in like New York. Like you're gonna be driving or just walking by and seeing a drop tower attraction like that's designed to be a building. That's really dope, and I'm glad people are thinking out of the box with this shit. In my opinion, because in my that would sell like hotcakes. Like any sort of attraction ticket for that, like you could even oversell and people buy it. The Intamin. Let me read the actual article here that he put up. At number two on a year-end countdown of tallest buildings, a thousand. Okay, let me actually read it. Let me actually read it. Not skim. A 1,067-foot mixed-use super tall skyscraper in Midtown Manhattan, designed by Oda. with SLCE architects are as the architect of record and developed by Extel. The 52-story structure will span blah 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 676,000 square feet with an 825 room hotel on the lower half and a public observatory with a drop ride attraction above. Bro, imagine staying at a hotel and then you like, yeah, I'm gonna get a quick ride on the drop ride and then go to bed or wake up. That's my coffee, bro. The property will also feature lower level retail space, a restaurant on 2 of the upper floors, and a pool deck for hotel guests. Let's see here. The Intamin Design drop ride will consist of 3 enclosed 260-foot tracks within the northern, southern, and western sides of the building's column structure. Holy shit, this is an investment. Each ride vehicle will carry up to 4 passengers with multiple lifts and freefall drops over the course of a 90-second experience. You're not. He's not wrong. This really is New York. Twilight Zone Tower of Terror.
Damn.
The observatory will occupy the floors above, with the top level housing an exclusive VIP space, elevator shafts, egress stairs. The other mechanical infrastructure will reside on the eastern side of the tower. This is anticipated completion date for the second quarter of 2027. So honestly, 3 years, that's not too bad. In the grand scheme of things, but for a Buc-ee's and a new kit, that's too much. Bro, they might build another Buc-ee's closer to King's Dominion before that one. There's actually a rumor of that one too. We talked about that.
I think you told me about that. Yeah.
That would be more clutch. And bro, are you ever gonna get Dark Coaster?
Hopefully before my pass expires in a couple months.
Oh man, just let me know. It's like, ugh.
I want to wait till there's like a weird, absurdly like hot day where I have nothing else better to do, and I drive the 2.5 hours
Right.
to go ride, pretty much, and like hopefully like 2 rides on Pantheon, and I'll leave.
This post was deleted, bro. Well, I'll remember
I know,
it.
I saw that when I was trying to click it.
So essentially, they were showcasing like different lands. Like in Kentucky Kingdom, they were like trying to revamp areas and actually bring land to those areas. So like Storm Chaser would be like in a more western area and all that stuff. And then bring life to more of the park. That's essentially what the tweet was about. I think they sent them to pass holders. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be so, but I don't know. If they sent them to pass holders, like your free game, man. At least in my eyes. But yeah, that's interesting because maybe I know Hershey operates it. They don't.
Yeah.
So that is a big. That's a big like. It's a big change. Like they can't do too much because then the basically Kentucky, like the Kentucky fairs are like, yeah, we don't want to do that. We like being cheap, so seeing them actually try to revamp lands. Apparently the first year of the Halloween event was last year, and it was still just as good this year. In fact, a little bit better. Yeah, I really would. I wish that Kentucky, the state fair, would let Hershey just say, "Hey, we want to make this park great." And I don't even think Hershey would even make it like. I think they know exactly what they want Kentucky Kingdom to be, in my opinion. Like, I don't think they would try to make it like the super scenery driven, like really like elaborate theming. Like, I think they would just make it a nice park to go to. Like, and that's what it should be.
For sure.
Like, I think it should be a place that it should be revamped too. Because hell, Biff is literally he lives 10 minutes from that place. He goes there
shit.
maybe. He goes to Kings Island more than he goes to Kingdom. That's 3 hours from him. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, they need a reason, the locals, to really feel like this park has some passion. They want people to go there and not just, exist for attractions, to kind of kick off some steam and to take your kids to because you don't You don't know what to do with your children. It should be generally a place that people have fun at and want to have a good time at and want to come
Yeah,
back to. So it has potential for it. That's why it's annoying. Like it really does. It really has the potential for it.
yeah.
The airport's right there. You always have these events happening next to it.
Right at the convention center.
Man, they're shooting themselves in the foot right now. That's all I'm saying. They really. So I'm hoping that Kentucky Kingdom actually goes along with these rethemes, this expansions, because it's something. All right, it's something. Black Pleasure, Blackpool, Pleasure Beach. It's looking good. So this came
Ooh.
out, yeah, the very end of the year, December 31st. But Blackpool Pleasure Beach reported a 522,000 euro loss, pre-tax loss in the year. So since you generally want to, a lot of businesses you want to at least break even. So having a loss of that is not necessarily good, but the Lancashire amusement park also said attendances were down 20% on the previous reporting year. What's crazy about this? Valhalla recently got a big revamp, right? It was a whole big thing for the locals, the UK enthusiasts, that hey, we get to ride Valhalla again in its new and true way. It opened in a really unfinished way. Hell,
Hmm.
it gave me like analogous feelings of gaming nowadays. How hey guys, we're ready. This game in gold game is completely fucking unfinished. Why did they even release it? That's how bad it was for Valhalla. Apparently, like they were just dark rooms, back to back at some points. Yeah, but apparently it's the ride. It should have been now. It was a great water ride. Uh, but all that being said, last thing they added was Icon, right? That was 2018. That was a pretty
Yeah.
big investment for the park itself. I mean, it's a mock rides multi launch. I mean, it's not going to be cheap.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, uh, they were already, in my opinion, and this is why I bring this up all this conversation. Parks are trying to revamp or bring nostalgia back in a way that's like with Worlds of Fun with MBZ Zinger, even though it's nothing even remotely besides the same besides the lift.
Yeah.
Wildcat or Wild Mouse at Cedar Point. Stuff like that where they're trying to bring the nostalgia in, but is it really changing or bringing people in the attendance? They did this big revamp of Valhalla, a lie that they love, and they lost 20%. I'd say that's a good chunk, 20% of attendance. Uh, yeah. What do you think of like all the nostalgia happening in general in like the entertainment industry? Like, it's not even just if y'all are hip, y'all see it in movies, y'all see it in TV shows, gaming. There's remakes upon remasters upon, and they're all different too. They're all different games apparently. You know, but
Yeah.
yeah. What do you think of like the nostalgia bait in the entertainment industry right now, or I guess parks specifically, because we're the music cast, but. Do you have any opinion on it, or you're just like, if it works,
I
it
mean,
works?
I would like welcome it, of course. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
like the nostalgia for sure.
Like if they somehow brought back Skull Mountain and like put three rides back into like where Volcano was, and that was it. Like we didn't get another Volcano replacement. I would be fine with it because I'm just like, okay, they're probably doing something somewhere else. That's cool nostalgia. They probably would be up to date for what they are now. From what I'm hearing about Zambezi Zinger, is it really doesn't hold any resemblance to the original, and it kind of doesn't have an identity in the park because Prowler exists and it's already rough, that type of thing. Like, at least people like Wild Mouse to an extent. Like, I hear pretty good stuff about Wild Mouse. Man, I really
Wow,
hope we get
mouse.
like Maisie or something, like the stoner one.
Yeah.
I think like there's one that literally has like red or like green eyes or something. Like, he looks stoned as fuck. And I'm like, I gotta get on that one, bro. There's 4 different ones. You know, obviously you have enthusiasts that have they get into the hobby. They kind of hyper fixate on certain things, certain milestones they want to hit. So you have people that are trying to get rides on every single one of the mice on Wild Mouse because they're all very different, all of them. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Uh, so gonna do a quick rundown. We're back to Disney. Quick rundown of all the changes, the park hopping stuff. Because before this was supposed to be that didn't happen, but if you've gone to the park since Monday, or Tuesday, I think it was, you shouldn't have any issues park hopping or making any reservations now because they got rid of it finally. Finally. Finally.
Damn.
Starting January 9th, there will be some changes to Walt Disney World. Disney Park Pass, theme park reservation. Uh, 2024 changes. Starting with this, theme park reservation will no longer be required for date-based tickets. A date-based ticket requires you to choose a start date when you purchase. Other mission types, theme park reservations may be required. Date based for one ticket, date based for multi-day tickets, and vacation packages do not need theme park reservations anymore. Which ones might need to be required are student group tickets, sport and convention tickets, Disney military salute tickets, annual pass, and all of the ticket types not mentioned above. Uh, Interesting.
Thank God for the park hopping changes.
Yeah, I will say the reservation change doesn't change a lot for the enthusiasts of Disney. Because they all have annual passes. They're not buying daily tickets, like, yeah. But park hopping changes. Beginning January 9th, guests with a ticket with the park hopper benefits or an annual pass will be able to visit another theme park at any time of day during park hours, subject to capacity limitations. But oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just wish this were pushed just like 2 weeks in advance. Like when we were for our
Right.
just like 2 weeks, because stupidest fucking rule ever. Like, maybe for COVID it made sense. 4 years
Yeah.
after, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? Like, oh my god, like, if I bought this, I should be able to use it whatever. Should be able to just, if I want to ride pirates for breakfast and then eat set and then go ahead and ride rock and roller coaster in the next hour, just let me do that. You're taking my money.
Right.
You're taking my money.
Right. I'm
Like,
saying. Saying.
shit, bro. Like,
Yo.
if that lightning lane is available, I will do it. I don't care. I will take the monorail. I will take the shuttle because I feel like that's how you have to play this new park hopping game. Now that they've unleashed, now that the new patch came out with the patch notes for.
Yeah.
Shit. But no. But seriously, I don't know how you feel about that because you have more experience, obviously.
Those
Lightning
are
lane
both really
chaining,
good changes.
but
For
like,
sure.
I would think you could even chain in the most absurd way. Like, you could do what I said, like hit pirates, and then if there's one open for a big attraction, another park, you could do that. Like,
Yeah, I'm sure.
like if
I'm
that's actually
sure.
a viable option to help get as many attractions out the day. Because for Disney, for me, that's how I see it. I see it as a game of how many attractions can I get out the day at this resort. Because it's not necessarily easy, and they don't have that many attractions. So you think, oh, I'd be able to do this. Nope. You could, you probably could spend a whole day at a park, depending on the crowd levels.
Yeah.
So let me go more into the annual pass holder changes. Um, Actually, let me keep on reading here. On days when theme park reservations are required, so there are certain days annual pass holders have required reservations needed. Interesting. Pass holders will be able to take advantage of updates to Park Hopper Access after visiting their first park. So it's literally what I said. Like, all right, let's do Tron and then go over to wherever. Like.
Yeah.
As a reminder, annual pass holders may visit theme parks after 2 p.m. without theme park reservation, except on Saturdays and Sundays at Magic Kingdom. Yeah, makes sense. The most visited park of the world. Applicable pass blockout dates apply. This is the meat of all of the annual pass reservation changes. So, in addition to Disney Park Pass reservation changes for data tickets, there are some changes to how annual pass holders will utilize on good to go days. Annual pass holders may enter the theme park without needing a reservation. So there's essentially they added blockout days like normal to your pass. Theme park reservation calendar, annual pass holder admissions calendar, and My Disney Experience app will show days that are good to go. The first good to go days will be added to calendar starting January 11th. So that was yesterday. Cool. Good to go days will be added periodically and may be released days or weeks in advance. With the return of all-day park hopper access, pass holders can enter Disney. Yep. This already alone made me want to try going to Disney a little bit sooner than I thought. I was thinking like another birthday trip to Orlando, hit Disney again next year. I might do it before that because
Right.
I could go at a more normal time and not have to necessarily worry about the 2 p.m. BS. If I want to just hit one thing at a park because that's all that I deem it worthy on this trip to that park or that whatever, I'm gonna do that. Like just give people the freedom and the spontaneity of enjoying the resort again. Yeah, that's great. It's great. Final thoughts about that? Because you're more Disney than I am at this point.
Just that it's good changes.
Yeah. Uh, if there were to get one stirring machine in your house to own, what would it be? Like pinball.
That's tough. Cause there's a lot of good Sterns. Now I'm tempted to say Stranger Things because I'm really obsessed with the series.
That pinball machine is really good though.
Hmm.
Like,
That's a great one.
but I have
And
to
now
live in
I
with
like,
you.
understand.
Now you're awakened. So like, are the last seasons really that much
Hmm.
better than like the first two
Yeah, I think
or
so.
first three? Excuse me. There's four out right now, right? The fifth one's coming
Four
out.
seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So the last two are that much better than the first two.
I'd say the last two seasons are really good, 3 and 4. Season 1's good though too.
Yeah, I will say like what you said. Season two kind of felt like a repeat of season one. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. So that's what kind of took me out. Like, there's definitely development. Like, but the main arc, yeah. Like, I got exactly what you're saying. But yeah. If I were to get Eddie's third pinball machine, man, that might have to be this one, and I haven't even played it. Granted, I'm a little bit of a whore for the Jaws movie. I was about to say Jaws itself, so I was about to say phrasing. But uh, but this looks amazing, and I've seen people play like some videos and stuff. Uh, Damn, this guy got 72 million. This guy actually plays a pinball. Uh, I yeah, I need to get this machine. I need to try it out somewhere so bad. They had two of these machines, bro. Oh,
Too.
yeah, this place that this guy was playing.
Uh,
Jeez, yeah, we got to go to Mustang and Sally soon.
I know we definitely need to play pinball soon. Been thinking that.
Oh yeah, 100%. Hell, that might be the move for fucking Monday. We'll see.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, let's continue here. Ooh. Takes. There were some takes on the Twitterverse for this one. Did you see Kingdom? Yeah, we talked about it because obviously Timmy, but uh, the King's Dominion like Spotify Wrapped spoof that they did, and
Yeah,
people were having their like gasp that right because I will say the ridership somewhat shocked me. It's somewhat shocked for
that's pretty
overall.
sad. That's pretty sad.
No, hear me out. Steel Vengeance, I think, only hit 1 million rides 1 year since it's been operating. Most of the time, it hits like 800,000. You know,
You said vengeance.
yeah. So I'm just trying to put that in perspective of like Twisted Timbers over the same year, not as big of a park nearly. You know, like in terms of
So
people look at for scope. Uh,
yeah,
yeah,
I
when I
mean,
put
but
in those
think about
numbers,
it. Like Dominator operates like Dominator is probably like the most operating coaster in the park in terms of uptime, or at least one of them.
yeah.
And it's right at the front, and it's a high capacity B&M. So that should indicate like it just shows like King's Dominion's attendance is not that strong. I'm not gonna lie.
No, like that's what I was talking. Even Mark, from Buzz or Drunk Rider, shout out to Mark. But like he said, it's bizarre. It's because I said my reasons, so I'm gonna talk about them a little bit. But like, actually, I'm gonna just go with here. It's like number one, literally what I said. Dominator and Twisted Timbers are the two roller coasters that are always operating. Like when the park was open for year round, those two were the ones that were open, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there was any other roller coaster that would be open in that sense. Like after winter, you would be expecting those two. And then
Yeah.
Twisted Timbers was shit in the bed all this year. Hell, I would say maintenance wise was not the best this year for the rides. There would be times Dominator was down for like 4 hours, 5 hours. You're like, why?
Yeah.
Um, I think that's a subtle reason, but not the main reason. But if they're really put attendance overall the year, yeah, it's no one really went the beginning years or beginning months like January to March. It was disgusting. I'm not gonna go to the park then. Hell, the park would just be closed before I even had a choice because of weather. They would just let us know. Um, Also, I think the haze and all that stuff, though air quality. There would be days when I went during all that. Actually, we and you went, didn't we? We went during the bad air quality days,
Mm-hmm.
and it was
Yeah.
dead as fuck. Like
Yeah.
no waits. Yeah, I'm not sure we should have did that to be honest, because we felt kind of fucked up actually. We felt like, yeah, I remember that was hilarious, bro. Like you literally got home, but you didn't say you just passed out. And I'm sitting here
Yeah.
like not even knowing, like, yo, what happened to our seat? Like, did he make it home?
Yeah. I remember that.
Bro, yeah, that day was that was the weather people might call BS. But honestly, when was the last time there's been that this many wildfires that affect park, or the air quality like this, down for a lot of states. Hell, it went down all the way down to Florida, I think, for some place like. So yeah, like
Yeah.
for stuff like that, I think the weather did have a little bit of effects overall for parks on the East Coast or anything like that. Second, for the people that are like, "Where's I-305?" Oh no, look, Res 75 actually ran both sides this year. That's another reason why that is where it is. The whole year they ran both sides, so you're having two coasters essentially that is one being added into the ride count. So, but I-305 opened late May, almost June. Remember that? Remember Timmy was teasing us. I remember he was all like, "Oh yeah, it's opening." It's like blah blah. It's opening soon. Couldn't say anything on the cast and all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, but that June is late. When the park itself overall is open in like March. Like,
Yeah.
uh, and yeah, I will say, I-305 is generally not an unreliable ride anymore. Like I can go to Kings Mead and expect to get on it. Um, it's part of the marathoning experience is accepting you probably will be stuck at the brake run for like 20 to 30 minutes at one point though. So yeah, like the ride still breaks down. Hell, when it's hot as fuck as it was during the year this year, like they're gonna have to stop the ride, and they just don't have a choice because the ride itself is literally boiling. It's like the hydraulic fluids, like the wheels are getting torched. Like they have no choice. Like so, in that aspect, and it's in the very back of the park. Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. People go to the back of the park, they see Flight of Fear. That will have a 75-minute wait, and I-35 will have a 10 to 15. So
If that.
yeah, yeah, I'm
Well, that's
saying
10 to 15 because you have to wait like one cycle for
yeah,
them to
right.
take that
Because that's what the train
on one
takes so many
train.
people. Like you'll see that there's a little bit of a line just out of the station. You're like, oh, this might be like a good bit. The one train, and you're already in the station. Like I kind of wish it wasn't that way because it really does let the operators like scratch their ass a bit. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's all my side notes on it. Like generally, end all be all what Mark said. It's real bizarre seeing a park like Kings Dominion not even come close to 1 million riders for its highest ridership. I'm like, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been that way since Volcano's gone, bro. Like you were able to go to the park middle of the year of the season. Now you have to worry about lines. And for a park that big, that's not good. It's not.
Yeah.
Like it's a big park. Like it's not like it's a small park. Well, I would say it's medium sized, but you know what I mean. Like
Hmm.
I'm really hoping this volcano replacement does what it needs to do. Brings people back. I hope there is a mountain to also coincide. That would be cool. But like looking at the layout, I don't think
Yeah.
that's possible. But I just hope to see some more life at the park. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, going there and it being extremely dead, it's not cool, bro. I like having some life in
Yeah.
the parks.
Feel that.
So I think Universal Studios is testing a weird rollout for rides at their parks. Like they're gonna do late openings and shit. So this is from Universal Parks News today. Uh, large areas of Universal Studios Florida now opening late, so it might just be areas. Um,
Yeah, it's probably staffing.
yeah,
Makes sense.
staffing and slower season.
Yeah.
Have you been looking at the queue times at all? I haven't necessarily.
No, but I'm sure it's like, well, I mean, we have the holiday coming up, but like it's definitely slowed down. I'm sure.
Yeah, so they say most of the park will be open at 9 a.m., but now the area between Hollywood, starting at Central Park, all the way to London, will be barricaded and blocked by a team member.
Ugh.
Ew. The following attractions will be open at 10: E.T., Men in Black, The Simpsons, and Twirl and Hurl. 4 attractions in this section of the park will be open. Yeah, that's weird. Staffing and honestly, I think they kind of are looking at like, hey, this is a slow season. We are 365, but we need to take advantage of whenever we can to, like people are going to do stuff at the front of the park. Sure, there will be people like us that will probably, if we're trying to do park completion or don't want to hit crowds, that will try to hit the back of it. So that ruins that for them. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't have thoughts. As long as it doesn't like stop my experience, hinder that, it should be good. Because I feel like parks already technically do this anyway, just without announcing it. Like at Kings Dominion, the park would open at 11, but you damn well know I-305 ain't opened until 12 or 11:30. Like you just knew, like as a park go, like as a KD go, you just know, like all right, Probably not open until then. So you ride Twisted until then you go to I-305. Did you see the Nemesis ad that Alton Towers put out?
Mm-mm.
It looks saucy. It looks good. This is like what I was talking about, how they don't make ads like this shit anymore. Now it's a
Yeah,
little
it's like
short
really
one,
like
but
yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah.
definitely gets you. It's a teaser for sure. It's a teaser trailer,
Mm-hmm.
but I really love the fact that we're getting that revamp, man. And that they're putting so much into it. Alton Towers, one of the few parks you really can't. You can expect to see them put in a lot of effort to marketing, for sure, for sure. Um, Granted, it's it might be easier to just market in the UK, but yeah, like they definitely go all out. They think of the best ways too. Like they'll put it in main city ways. They'll put it on main, like incorporate with like the main primetime TV somehow. Like yeah, it's really cool what they do over there. So I want to see that again with like the people over here because they get mad at leakers and stuff like the siege chains and like all the parks in the states, but their teasers and their actual trailers are shit. Like, they're very mid. It's like, okay, you're not really showing anything. You're not really getting me excited about it. You're just kind of showing the layout, you know. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on that. But I'm kind of hyped for Top Thrill too. Speaking of which, because did you see this picture that our boy Alex? Shout out to Execution Man, Alex. Also, I hope your trip to Florida was swimming. I think it was fine because
Yeah.
he recently went to Florida. I think for the first time, got a whole bunch of creds. Uh, was blown away by Pipeline, which I'm glad at least that ride has fans because yeah, if they're gonna put
Mhm.
an investment like that, they better have some fans. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, this picture, bro. Did you see this? Did you see this?
The top throw one, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, bro.
That's
Holy
crazy.
shit. That's all I gotta say.
Just like looking at Power Tower.
That's exactly what I said. Like, it's dwarving Power Tower, bro. Like, what?
So, yeah.
Like, I think this might just ruin every spike after, and the spikes were already kind of mid anyway. So almost done here. Well, actually, we are done because that news technically we talked about earlier with the Fiesta Texas train, but it's officially back now on the
Mm.
track. So,
Yeah.
uh, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, your favorite coaster. Actually, hold on. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. Uh, I was gonna say your favorite coaster enthusiast stoners, but I really cannot say that because your favorite coaster sucks exists, bro. But one of your favorite enthusiast stoners, bringing you sorry, uh, the Stonies, a fun, laid back, chill award show. And I sent the categories over to you. Hopefully, you thought of, or at least just half thought of, because they're not that serious. They're not that real. But the main thing for us in the Stonies is that we're not really an award show. I think I kind of found out what it is, but it's to recap the year before and kind of enunciate and highlight everything we liked and what we did.
Mhm.
So I'm literally gonna be going through my phone, like
That's what I
from
was
the
doing.
first trip and on the pictures and everything, like just to see like, every moment, all that stuff. So, but before we even get into that, we're gonna do the most mid rides in park later. But RC, when do you think of a beautiful ride that you saw this year? What do you think of?
I'll go ahead and start with the Mountis X2.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know what's so funny? Lauren said that last night when I asked Black Cool Society. She went like a whole
Really?
5 minute tangent about
That's
X2.
crazy.
And I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, That's kind of ugly.
Nah, man. I don't know. Pulling up
No, it'll
then.
be different when I see it in person, I'm sure. But
Mm-hmm.
no, I think the pink and yellow was ugly. Now the red and silver is much better looking. I say that thing looks like a fossil. Yeah,
It is. It's a dinosaur.
it looks like a giant like that. Genuinely, I agree with everything Lauren said. That like it looks like that thing should not fucking exist. And like that thing was made in what 2000, and it still looks like that thing shouldn't fucking exist. Like that's absurd, bro. I cannot wait to get back on that. Is X2 still number two for you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you didn't get a
Yeah.
ride on it last time. I fucking forgot, bro.
Or wait. Yeah. No, I think it's number 2. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yes, it is number 2. I remember.
You have to at least remember your top five. I
I do. I do.
think I remember up to my top 10 at least. No, my top 15, I think, and then after that
I'm
it's a
like,
blur.
it depends on how toasted I am.
Right.
How many I remember.
Just name a ride and I'll say if it's mid or good or elite. But yeah, beautiful ride for me this year. Man, I might be a cop out, but every time I saw it this year, every time, and it literally happened when we went into uni, and we shouldn't even done that, but we were high, and it was the first time he seen it. So, but Velocicoaster, bro,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
fucking Velocicoaster, like I say all the time, that is one of the first coasters I saw, and I'm
Yeah.
like, that should have been a Planet Coaster creation first, and then like,
It's like I can't tell you how many times I'd walk into islands and it just hits every time when you're like speed walking things you want to go ride, you know. Trying
ugh.
to get that after 4 p.m. express, see it in the sunset.
Mm.
Shit hits.
But like, it's just gorgeous. Like everything about it, like even being around it, it's like why does this exist? Uh, I'll put it in some honorable mentions though. Uh, Underratedly beautiful is Thunderhead. If you go on the train or you get the right views of it, Thunderhead is a gorgeous wooden coaster. Uh, and I think that's it. I really can't think of another. I mean, I-305 is up there, but I don't know if it's the most beautiful. I think it looks
I'll
cooler than it
throw
looks
in.
beautiful.
Actually, no. That's it. I'll wait for a different category
Mm, okay,
for
but
that one.
uh, well, we're going to go with beautiful park here. When you think of a beautiful park, what did you see this year?
Beautiful park, Islands of
Yeah.
Adventure, like all the time.
Mm,
Disneyland, Disney California Adventure.
okay. Yeah.
Let's try to think where else I went that was.
So I'll say a pretty park, and one of the prettiest parks because it wasn't beautiful. It was just past, just a little bit past beautiful. But Holiday World, honestly, it was a very pretty park.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
It is. Holiday World's a really nice park.
but beautiful. I'm gonna have to say Dollywood, because
W.
bro, that park is gorgeous, especially like certain view line, like sight lines when you're on certain rides. Like Wild Eagle, you just see so much. You just see so much of the Rockies. And like drop line, insane view. Like honestly, I ride the ride for the view more than the actual ride experience because like it's a pretty good drop. But damn, that view is it's jaw dropping to me. Seeing all the miles upon miles of mountains, uh, the the fact that there's this clouds that's so high the clouds are hugging them. Like, and I'm up here riding coasters, right? Like that's just so fucking badass to me. I felt like Linwood would be up there if I went there, because of the same type of sensations and sensory overload I'm getting. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay. Fuck. Okay, one last honorable mention is Ravine Flower 2 for Beautiful Ride because the ride
Yes.
itself is not that pretty, but that view from the chain lift is probably the best view at least for me that I've had on a chain lift.
Lake Erie sunset. Crazy.
Oh, Oh no, no. We honestly, bro, you're gonna hear it later on the recap, but genuinely one of my favorite days of the year, straight up.
Yeah,
Uh, I need to go back to Waldemir. I really do.
such a
Um,
good park.
so underrated parks, Waldemir. I do think
Yes.
Waldemir is. I would say it's underrated because we didn't even do a lot of the small flat stuff because we were just there straight up. Creds, all right, that's done in an hour. We're gonna go to Ravine Flyer too. Appreciate you. Like,
Yeah.
so going back, I would definitely love to do more of the side stuff. Uh, hell, even try some of the food there. Why not? Um, I mean, I haven't heard anything about the food of Baltimore, but we did. What did we go to Sheets or something? It was just so
Yeah.
easy to get in and out. Like,
Because Sheets was like right up the road.
yeah.
It's free to park. It's chill.
Oh man, but underrated parks. Yeah, I'm gonna say Baltimore is definitely one of them. And then shit. Let me look back here. Uh, I think the fun spots are exactly where they should be. And at this point, King's Dominion be getting a lot of praise. So I'll just gotta say Waldemar in my opinion, because I can't say Kentucky Kingdom and Carowinds are underrated. I just can't.
Yeah.
uh, did you pick an underrated
Underrated
uh perk? Sorry.
park. Let me think. Let me think. Try and look at everything that I did this year. I mean, I'd say Magic Mountain, but then I got kind of Magic Mountain in December. So like,
Mm, yeah.
mm,
So wait, what did you ride in?
oh, when I went, I only rode Viper, Tatsu, Twisted Colossus. All right, fuck it. Underrated park, Hershey Park. Like for me, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like saying like I'm changing. I told you I've changed my ways ever since Wildcats has opened. I've seen the light about Hershey Park.
You don't understand. My jaw is just agape right now, bro.
Is it really? I've literally said this like
What? No, you don't understand. You're giving it the award for our cast of this year.
for me.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just talking
it's
about like
crazy.
my 2023 recap.
Yeah, but that's still crazy. Like no, because how all the shit you said about like mid park, only because of Wildcat, and you still might feel that way, right? But
Oh
still,
yeah.
that's that.
Of everything that I've done in 2023, which wasn't that much.
To be fair, I went into Wildcat thinking it was going to be a middle of the pack RMC. So and
Yeah.
also not realizing how close Hershey was. So I was kind of tempted to put Hershey myself there just off of those reasons, but yeah, like, but that's why I've been at Hershey so much. It's literally the same travel to Bush, except I'm going up north. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's a shocker. I actually didn't know that. That's
Or I
I'm gonna
could
take.
say like studio side of Universal, like Universal Studios
Wait,
is
wait.
underrated.
What? No, that one is actually a. We're gonna talk about that. If you're gonna say that, because what's underrated about that place? The Dove beer.
It's actually not that bad.
What? Mummy's the only good thing there, bro.
Studio
Oh,
side's okay.
Born is good too, but it can't open at the wrong time.
They got HHN, bro. Come on now.
Okay, you have what September? When does it start? Does it start early August?
September to November, pretty
Okay,
much,
so
or maybe yeah,
yeah, because it does a week after the first week of November. It does it right.
yeah. Normally, depending on when Halloween is.
But so honestly, I know people might give shit, but I think that's a fair. That's a fair way to actually think of the park, because it's one of the park's events, and you went a lot during that time. So
21 nights.
I think that's fair. Like, oh, we're also getting to that point. We're gonna be recapping 2023, so I got me B Moon, brother. You know,
Ooh.
that was the one thing that we were missing from the party. That was the one drink I definitely would have had. Cause me and you always gotta have a B Moon, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so back on to the Stonies here. Shout outs to homies, man. What shout outs you got? What homies that made your 2023, yo, that about you met this year or you hung out
Got
with
the
so much
got
this
the
year?
got the Buzz Bars homies
Of course.
show. Got the High Rollers community, man.
For real,
I
man.
mean that's really what it is at this point now. Everybody be around.
Like,
Be out here, everybody
for
making
real.
moves.
Like, it's crazy. I'm gonna let you continue because I could probably soapbox a bit, but
But yeah, um, got the all the Orlando people. A lot of them are big Costa Crew people.
mm-hmm.
Shout
Yeah.
outs to them. Mark, Austin,
Yeah, held it down with them down there.
held it down, man.
Literally, it was a point I was like, me texting him, talking to him. This man's like, yo, yeah, I'm about to leave their house. Like, he was literally Bing chilling at that place all the
Extra roommate sometimes.
time. But nah,
But I
anything else?
mean, yeah, that's what really made my 2023 for real. Trying to think if I'm missing anything.
Man, it was hard for me to really think about this one, but like I said, the uh
It's just turned
community,
into such a network or a community, you know.
right? Like, and honestly, bro, when I was thinking about it, I was like, oof. I couldn't
It's wild.
imagine just like two homies that met randomly one day in Twisted Timbers around the same coast account that now have a cast where they are silly but still have some pretty takes about coasters while having smokes, getting pretty blasted on the cast. Bullshit would even get like the small little niche community we have now, and it's like, oh my god, like I just don't can't say how grateful I am for every single one of y'all for listening, for being a part, for giving us memes, for communicating, for like literally just like he said, making a little small community that we have. And who would have thought? Who would have thought? I'll always apologize too,
Yeah.
because good God, the brain rot and randomness that is on this cast. And it only might just get worse with the amount of guests we're gonna be getting on here too. So it's gonna be some tomfoolery. But for real, like I said, the Colorado Rollers community, shout outs to y'all, every single one of you, whether it be Coaster Heat, whether it be Aaron, Alex, every single guest that has come on, Keith, Black Coast Society as a whole. You already know, I already basically did that yesterday, the bonus episode. But uh, Brian, Pay, Lauren, Snooks, Will, uh, like all the admins at Be a Black Coast Society, take me under the wing this year. Because, like I said, craziest year. Craziest year for coasters. I thought maybe, three new parks. Man, definitely close to double digits by the end of it. Like, insane. Just, I mean, if it's Instagram, shout outs to Coaster Ginger for always giving the love. Shout outs to Side Fiction Podcast. Um, Shout outs to Meg. Check out your You're Gonna Die Bitch. Like you said earlier, Buzz Bars. Uh man, Like there's so many people. I literally have to almost go through Instagram. Shoutouts Ferg, Coaster Ferg. Uh, goodness. It's almost too much, and I can't thank y'all enough because for real, y'all made this year one of the best years of my life. I almost want to say, shout out to AJ. Shout out to AJ. Definitely a homie. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? That's basically it, bro. Because I'll probably be shouting y'all anyway when we do this big recap. So, uh, for real, we can't thank y'all enough. And sorry if this was sappy and you're cringing and feels, but we we appreciate y'all. I think there's time and place for it, and the fact that we're hitting close to episode 50. We've been doing this over a year now. Like we have the people we have listening to it, and I'm almost
Crazy.
stressed when we can't record, because of people don't hate almost getting antsy that we have put out an episode. Like I did not realize that dynamic would necessarily be happening at this point, bro. But like, I kind of like it, like because whenever I do record, like we love recording, man. Like we love doing this. Like it gives us a reason to talk about the hobby, nerd out. You know, besides just talking in person anyway. So thank you all, appreciate ya. For real. So last one here before we get to the funny award, and then the actual favorite moments of just recap. The hidden gems. What? So this could be anything at a park. Like this could be literally the hidden gem coaster. This could be like a charrette.
Mm,
This could be a tech.
mm.
This could be a restaurant. This could be, a seat on a coaster.
Oh
Right?
man, I got
Like
so
this could
many.
be anything. Yeah, go ahead and throw them
I
all
don't
in,
want. I
bro.
don't want. I don't want to give them out.
Bruh.
We got our clearance issues.
Dude, I do that without even trying to be clear issues because my arms are too long. Like,
Yeah,
bruh, just
the infamous red bush on Velocicoaster is a good one.
yeah. I saw him with holding leaves in the brake run. Like,
Yeah,
he's like, "Oh, I got a
uh,
good amount this time." Bro, I need to ride Velasa again. I'm
I'm
sorry.
saying that's the last coaster I rode before I moved home. Um, hidden gems.
Yeah, so I told people one of the hidden gems is I'm gonna say now because this might be a hot take. For me, a hidden gem. Well, I'm gonna say two right now. In case you don't know, there is as soon as you walk into Hershey Park, there is a sidewalk way. Like it won't be apparent at all, but it looks like it should be closed off. Sometimes it is, but when it isn't, go ahead and take that if you're trying to get to Skyrush or even quicker, honestly, to the middle part of the park. Because if you're an enthusiast, you will get the best views of Skyrush. Trust, there is no better views of it. It's literally right there over the whole water, everything. You're able to get the best pictures, close-ups, and in case you weren't aware, now you are. Now, the last thing I will say is Legend, ride that in the middle row. That is the best row for Legend. I'm not even joking. That is the best row for Legend. So
Huh?
fucking good. Oh, bro, I rode middle by accident because like fuck it, I'm gonna get on. And then I rode middle the only time, like the 3 or 4 times I rode after, that was the only row I rode. Insane.
That's a take.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But trust me, if you the laterals are violent
Yeah.
in the middle row. Violent. But yeah, you can go ahead. I have a few more, but you can just keep piling on.
I mean, can't go wrong with row 9 for Cosmic Rewind.
Oh yeah.
100%. If you know, you know.
Because I didn't know. I thought that was the last row, but apparently that's not the last row.
I mean, it's not back row, but you gotta ride row 9 if you know, you know. Trying to think. The wedge method.
Or do we actually want to explain the wedge or not?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think you can't explain it if it's just if you know, you know.
You kind of have to be there to see
It's
the
kind
wedge.
of like if you see me, ask me about it.
Yeah,
on the
like if you
rare
see,
on the rare chance you see us.
If
Ask
you
us about it.
if you find the high rollers, and specifically this works on lap bars. Like this won't work on over the shoulder restraints. Another reason why they're trash. And yeah, like specifically wooden coasters, because RMCs does it can work. I've done it on a few, but
Yeah.
there's mostly PTCs that it's perfect for the wedging. It's almost like it was made for it. That's so true. Uh, but if I want to say another hidden gem, I'm gonna say Waldemere as a whole. Um,
hmm
people don't talk about it as a park and atmosphere enough, but like just being there that day, generally, we're gonna get to it. Like I had such a good time, and I didn't really expect to. I was like, oh, after Kittywood, Phantoms, I'm slightly underwhelmed. We might even leave early, but no, I didn't want to leave personally. I did not
Yeah.
want to leave. I thought I had a great time there, and there's like the people there. That's really what I'll say is like the people there are the hidden gems because they were so nice, almost bordering too nice.
Yeah.
We're calling getting dapped up randomly 5 times and said hi to, and
Yeah.
they were just also cordial. And I really fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
That's
people
such a
just
good park.
yeah, like we were waiting in line for Redeem Flyer 2 at one point. People were just talking to us, man. It's like, all right, cool. And it's not like it was like bad conversation, unlike, All Star Hot Dog or whatever. That was early or late 2022 in that 45-minute line. Jesus Christ. Oh, hidden gems. I forgot the one I even said last night. I said one last night. Uh, sure, I'm gonna always say Thunderbolt too. I'm always gonna say Thunderbolt, man. That is a gem, bro. Does everything, and it is
Thunderball.
over 100, bro. Like I genuinely love that ride. Like it's so fun. Um,
Club Cool at Epcot. If you know, you know.
mm, Club.
Club Cool. Gotta try the Beverly. It's like
uh,
a free soda sampling place.
mm, Islands of Adventure. It's right by Fire Eaters and by the fountain. There's an area where you could go. It used to be where Sinbad's the back of it. That theater. Uh, if you want to vape or something real quick, you can go there. People treat it like a smoking area, but I don't think it even is. And their old cast members will go back there and not even care. So I don't
Yeah.
know. There's another one. I'm gonna try to think of my home park now. Like honestly, shit. What's the hidden gem of Kings Dominion? I don't know. I can't think of like. It's like I had a bunch of them. I should have written them down. To
King's
be honest.
Dominion Hidden Gem.
Grizzly retrack.
Yeah. Yeah. Elite.
Like let me tell you, it got so much better. Like as the summer went on, too. Like me and Alex were literally just marathoning at one point. Just like fuck it. Like this isn't even bad. Like at all. Genuinely having a great time. Just as much fun doing this as marathoning I-305 and Twisted Timbers. Such great times. Uh. Ooh. I think there was one. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Wildcats Revenge, bro. And the only reason I say that is because people expect to do ride a Hershey to have absurd weight. But I'm gonna say Wildcats Revenge Operations. That is a hidden gem in the regional amusement park industry. But yeah, this is at this point, unless you got any more, I'm not ready to move on here and
I'm
talk about
good.
yeah. Yeah, otherwise, go ahead and let us know your hidden gems for parks. What is a tip or a secret or something you do at a park or a ride or a restaurant not a lot of people know about, but it's on the low key, on the low low. But now, RC, my most favorite award. What was the most mid ride slash park you went to this year?
I'm thinking because it has to be the right answer that I give
And the
you.
reason why, and if this is the first time you're ever listening to a high roll, it's like, why would you make this? Why are you? Look, our midometer, our mid meter, bro, it goes off quite a bit, bro. Rides are more often mid in a shitpost way, obviously, than they are actually good. So, but there are some best of the rest. In fact, some that are so good they're almost not mid. And I actually have when you might be surprised with what I put in here for the ride at least.
Do you want to go first? Well, I'm thinking.
Yeah, sure. Most mid ride, in my opinion, is Pipeline for 2023 because
Bruh.
because I could just say it's bad and not even, but I think generally it has some merits. You know, like when I got the two rides I did, or actually I got four rides overall on it now. But when the last two rides, I held up the vest. You know, tried to really watch out for my ball sack when I landed. From the airtime, it was all right. You know, it's definitely not great. It's pushing, maybe not good, but eh, it's definitely something, right? I can see why people really enjoy it. Essentially,
Hmm.
yeah, I could definitely. For Park, I'm sorry to my Atlanta listeners. I'm really sorry, but Six Flags over Georgia.
It's funny you say that. That's what I was gonna say too.
Everyone's mid Park. Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's not bad. Like the lineup literally isn't bad. It's
yeah.
just mid. You know, Twist
Hmm.
Cyclone, and then you have a B&M Hyper. That's the best ride in your park. Come on, bro. In
Yeah,
2024, come on, bro. Yeah, that's a little bit of a miss. Like, cause like the whole rest of I mean, honestly, Batman, I like it a lot more than you do, but that ride slaps. Uh, the best of the clones for easily. But
hmm,
yeah, after those three, you know, the vibe is definitely not there, and that's a vibe can really push a park that much higher, and Lana could be trash, to be honest, as long as you give a good vibe. Shit, it's kind of what Ravine Flower 2, I'm not gonna lie. Ravine Flower 2. That's literally how I see Waldemir, huh? That's kind of Waldemir. You know, like the lineup is trash. It really is. Like there's not much you're going there for besides Ravine Flower 2. But
yeah,
the people there and the ride itself, you know, people working the ride, they're great. You know, they're great. You know, like the actual people. And that's something rare to say for parks or, you know, in general like attractions like the actual people going there, the consumers that you are also a consumer with, they were not annoying. They were chill. Yeah. Yeah. So for ride, what would you say was the most mid?
not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to say Viper at Magic Mountain.
Oh, so yeah, you got that this time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that ride.
It's definitely a big. It's a big old mess. It looks like it's a tall giant arrow looper. Like I can't imagine it being, you know, good.
No, not at all.
I don't know. I think you're the best arrow will easily and always be Tennessee like arrow looper. That is an X2 or any of that. Easily Tennessee Tornado, and then there's a gap, and then Loch Ness Monster. But I
Yeah,
mean, well, just like Alex, he's a fan of. Carolina Cyclone. And I know Melba, a listener, is a big fan of aerial loopers. So like they have their fans. They definitely do. Definitely. In fact, I because I don't like the ride experience so much, I will get sad whenever they're gone. Like if Corkscrew were to leave at like Cedar Point, that's still sad to me because that was a big historical moment. Really helped make the park. That's sad. Anaconda leaving is not as sad, but it's more sad for me because I've seen it my whole life at the home park. So, but you get what I mean. Yeah, I would almost hope that next year they announce Anaconda's gone and like the B&M wing layout like uses some of that plot or whatever. I despise that ride so much. I literally wrote it only to see James last year.
Yeah.
Like that was so troll. Like I didn't even need to do that. I could have just walked up the back, but like I'm not gonna walk up the back just to check. Like I'm gonna go up and like whatever. If I see him, I'll ride it. Like and luckily I either asked Jalen or I made it a good enough guess that he was there. So all right, but yeah, I like those mid awards. You have it at Six Flags Over Georgia. We both have it at for the park and Viper and Pipeline.
Yeah.
Oh, just such mid rides coming out of my mouth right now. Just such mid, so middling. Midometer is literally peaking right now. It's just hitting the red line. All right. Oh man. This might be a hot take to y'all, but just know that it's not to us because we accept this. Know that more than half the rides you ride will be mid, and that's just a fact. Um. Now finally, the big old recap. RC. So, RC, when did it start for you? Did it start in January for you last year? I thought. Yeah, it started with straight out of stumbles for you.
Stumbles was Feb,
Oh,
I want to say.
well, I
Yeah,
mean,
early
same
early
shit.
Feb.
Early months of fucking winter.
Nothing in January other than Katie on the first of the year.
Oh yeah, you got the twisted
But
tempers rides. Yeah,
but yeah, Feb was the stumble first Cali trip that kicked off the year for me.
yeah, that's where you met Aaron.
Yes, sir.
Man, that's great. That is so wild that it's actually been over a year now. We got to get back on the cast after that.
Damn.
Oh shit. Um, yeah, that was the one
Asbury Farm.
because we were linking up on socials before, and I was like, yeah, we gotta definitely. Are you going to Shadow Stumbles? Like, I won't be able to be there, but I know RC is. And then yeah, that was wild, bro. And like now, literally, he's a homie. Like it's just there's gonna be so many of these moments already, and I was like kind of prepared, thinking like, oh, there's gonna be. We met so many people, but fuck, it's really gonna hit. I feel like, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, how was it, man? That was straight out of stumbles, with the buzz bars.
That was I remember that's just such a crazy trip. Disneyland, like just one of those 24-hour days where you fly across the country to the park for the whole day and then open to like basically open to close. It's insane.
Yeah.
But Disneyland, Knott's, Magic Mountain, X2 for the first time. That was a crazy trip.
Man. Yeah, I mean, and all those people getting next to together for the first time.
Yeah, a
That
lot
was
of people
something.
got milestones that trip.
Mm. Like couldn't say enough, y'all. I mean, that's where you fell in love with Twisted Colossus. I mean, that trip alone,
All the duels for sure.
that trip alone made you really love that park. I feel like.
Yeah. And then like the week after, I went to Florida for the first time this year, 2023.
Shit. Yeah, my
And then
first
like
time.
2 weeks later, I went with you guys in March.
Yep, that's exactly what I was saying. Like, I'm looking at that
Yeah.
right now, where I met Shrek. It's under my mascot creds. Shrek and Fiona. I don't know if I can get Donkey. I think he's discontinued in one of the Universal Studios parks. I'm not sure which one, but getting back to Velocicoaster, bro. Always a great time. Like, fuck. What video is this? Oh, that was me getting the train, the launch in the Cuba Velocicoaster. I love Velocicoaster so much this year, dude.
You
Like,
rode what so much?
Velocicoaster, I rode it so
Oh
much this
yeah,
year.
yeah, same.
Man, Gwazi this year, oh my god. Oh man. It was a different beast. It was just a different beast from when I rode it in December, like a few months before. Bucky's, bro.
Oh my god, now I want Bucky's. It's funny you say that. Like I don't. I literally have a thing of Bucky's beef jerky sitting on my desk in front of me.
Which flavor?
Cherry maple.
Cherry maple's, guys.
Yes, it is. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I forgot what new flavor they had, but I literally will taste test like four flavors. What I don't even eat jerky like that. I'll like pick up jerky for people whenever I pass by one. But yeah, Bucky's, man, I love it, and for what it is, not just the food. If you think about it, just for the food, I think you're thinking a little too shallow, personally. It's an experience for real. Bro, the video of me looking back at y'all on on Kawasi.
I know that was like one of the top moments for sure.
Bruh, I was blown away.
I was looking at my notes. I definitely got like at least 100 rides on Velocicoaster this year. I don't know the
Fuck.
exact amount, but it's definitely over 100. So that's not bad.
I'm just looking at Veloci now, bro. There's just so many Veloci pictures I have. Yeah, there was a point I ran off just to take pictures of Velocicoaster. So that does make
Yeah,
sense. Oh, and when we were leaving that day, I remember uh the Doctor Doom. This is one of my favorite moments of the year, bro. The Doctor Doom and the Green Goblin that I met in December remembered me, and they pulled me back in to take a picture with me,
yeah.
bro. Granted, we almost missed our flight because of that. That was so fucking worth it. Well, one of the reasons we almost missed our flight. Um, Fucking having a photo shoot Arturo was not. Uh, yeah, yeah. Let's see what happened after that though. I went to Busch Gardens. When in March, the end of March, and Pantheon was closed.
I'm trying
Bro,
to see.
hold up. Why do I have Busch Gardens here? What is
We went
this?
to
And the
Six
next
Flags
day,
in
six. So I'm saying, did
April.
we go to
Yeah,
Six Flags the next day?
yeah.
Or
We went to Six Flags, bro. Like
oh,
that was the day, and then we realized Wild One was trimmed, and we were like, "Fuck this park," and like everything was closed, unfortunately.
I wonder if it's still trimmed too. Like, it'd be funny if it was just for that time and it wasn't even trimmed anymore, bro.
Probably fucking is.
Oh man, there's a picture of me climbing out of the open hole in. Oh man, I miss those shoes, bro. I miss those white gums. They got too beat up. There were too many holes in them though. Yeah, Intimidator rides were amazing this year. solidified its place for me. What beer was this? Nectar on Wallpaper was good. It was good. Um, yeah, I've been to Katie so much this year, bro. The Grizzly APA was mid as hell. Yo, honestly, Center of the Universe, mid brewery. They're mid. They're a microbrew, and I don't want to hear it. They just make
I'm
all like.
just
Hmm. What's up,
oh
bro?
no, no, you're good, bro.
No, I was saying that like essentially they just one once you've had one of their brews, you've basically had all. Like
Center of the universe, yeah.
I'm like that's bad. Oh my god. Yeah, it's kind of going fast because we already went from February to May. That's
Yeah.
because off season nothing really happens. All I have is the home parks. But
In May
literally,
I went back to uni and Disney actually.
bro, I have old pictures of Kadia.
So in between Six Flags America and like the Holiday World trip, the Hollywood Nights trip, I went to Florida again. And that was just like all four Disney parks in one day, and then 2 days at Universal. Just
Bro,
like Laughing Thalassa and Hagrid's.
I forgot about that thumbnail too. Oh man. All right, so I'm looking at that. Katie Woods. Okay, God. Dark Coaster. Yeah, that was a pretty midday. I'm not gonna lie. I waited 3 hours, 3.5 hours for one of the worst rides I had ridden ever. Like, yeah, like that. It kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. I think that what did I do the next day? Because this was May 11th. Oh, and this was also the day that we found out they were playing a fake soundtrack of like guests yelling and screaming on roller coasters, like playing throughout the park. Like it was literally just playing by itself, but there was no other music when we were walking out the park. That was so true. Uh, yeah, it was just playing in like a speaker in Ireland, and Bush like I couldn't believe that shit. I saw a Thanos car on the way to King's Dominion. Was this the next day? No, it was 2 days later. Yeah, at 12, because I rode Grizzly. Yeah, I got my first rides on Grizzly that day. The new Grizzly.
Yeah. New freaking Grizzly, bro.
New freaking
Remember,
Grizzly is
I,
so
I, I
good,
almost got fucking sent to the gulag on New Grizzly
dude.
this year.
The gulag. Yo, pick up your weapon, bro.
Literally almost got sent to the gulag, bro. I was like, nah. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm happy Timmy got a picture of me on that ride too. Um, but for me after that, what was it? May 19th. I was wait, so I just did not even say anything about them there. Okay. Yeah, May 19th, I went to Dollywood for the first time. No, one of my favorite parks of all time. And I can't see myself not going back to this park until the day I die. Like, yeah. Um, Genuinely, I recommend this. Cannot recommend this enough to anyone. Such a good place. Such a good time. Everybody needs to go there at least once. Lightning Rod slaps. Hopefully it still does. Thunderhead's better though. Thunder Bay is what it should be named. Holy shit. Like, such a great family coaster collection. Such good food. Such good scenery. Such good cast members. I Yeah, that place is amazing. And if you really want to fork up the money every time you go, you essentially can get like 3 more creds because of the mountain coasters.
Mm.
But yeah, I got my first mountain coaster ever this year. Goats on the Roof was my first ever mountain coaster. Then after that was Rocky Top and then Alpine. Um, Honestly, man, I cannot wait, RC, for you to go to Dogwood. Straight up. Yeah,
Same, bro.
I cannot wait for you to experience that. It's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be a great time, and I was shocked about for me, the food prices are what got me. Like they have such good food, and the food is like cheaper than places that have worse food. And I'm just,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like amazing place, amazing times. Let me see what I was after that. I went to Carowinds, like a week after for like a quick day trip. That was my only trip of the year.
Yeah, I didn't hit Carowinds this year.
Yeah, Carowinds. For me, I really enjoyed it. We were there with Julio. Shout out Black Coast Society member. But it's like the park just feels lifeless, you know? Like it's very. I don't really even care about the size of it, but the vibe of the park is just very. Uh, I don't know. Like I don't feel anything when I go to Carowinds. You know, there's no charm. And it's crazy to say that because they have Fury, they have Copperhead, Afterbird, but that's it. You know, I don't feel anything else besides knowing they have, at least for me, an underrated collection. Yeah, I don't know if you feel the same way or have the same vibe about that.
Carowinds?
Yeah.
Nah.
What was it?
Underrated collection?
Yeah, it's underrated.
Nah.
How is that not underrated, bro?
How is Carowinds lineup not underrated?
Yeah.
Because it's not good?
The top 3 are. That's what I meant. And that's the top 3 is
Like,
good.
they don't, I don't know. Like, it's just really bad.
Okay. You're saying Copperhead's really bad and Afterburn's really bad?
Copperhead's like, okay. Afterburn's like, okay. Fury's like, really good. Like, after that, there's like nothing at the
Yeah,
park.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. Yeah. I'm saying those 3 are fine. You know, in fact, I
And
like
it's
them
like,
a lot.
Fury's the only elite ride. So it's like,
Um,
unless Fury's a walk on, I don't want to go to Carowinds. Me personally.
yeah, I'm the kind of the same way. But the fear rides I got kind of changed my way, how I thought about it. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I said I got the best fear rides I got this year, and still did not budge. In fact, it moved down a place.
Yeah.
But Copperhead, I still will say, is a great ride. It has some of the best ejector, really. Like, super good. Has positives. Yeah, it's. I generally like that ride a lot. Afterburn for me is the best invert, but that could be a hot take. Mm.
Afterburn better than what?
It's the best invert in general.
Oh yeah, I think it's the best invert still.
Yeah, bro. Me and my crooked glasses this year before I got new ones. Twisted Timbers, I rode so much this year that I kind of ruined it for me. Like, I was trying to get to 500 so bad that I was just riding it so damn much, bro.
It's OD.
There's a picture of me, AJ on Grizzly.
Yeah.
Man, appreciate you, Timmy, for getting this of us, cause I literally am just vibing, bro. You see, all of us were just vibing, having a great time. Grizzly's so good, bro. And then one day later, it's RC standing in a random gas station playing slots.
Hollywood Nights.
Cause we're going to Santa Claus Hollywood Nights. That video is so stupid. We went to Kentucky Kingdom first.
Trash ass park.
Yeah, yeah, that part is no. Uh, Lightning Run was cute. I was hoping to be a little bit better, but Kentucky Flyer I enjoyed a lot. Honestly, Storm Chaser was great, but that collection, yeah, it's not the best. Can't see myself unless I'm going to Holiday World. Uh, Going to that park, But hey, at least you got better than Sky Rush Storm to Run there.
Yeah.
You actually got them at that for like a good 30 minutes to an hour. No, you got them at that the whole weekend, actually. What am I talking about?
What's up?
When you said Thunder Run was better than fucking Sky Rush. Because they gave you dummy room and you were standing on every airtime. But next day, we made it to the cabin. Santa Claus, Indiana. Excuse me. To finally experience Holiday World. At least for me, the first time experiencing Holiday World. And what a quaint little cute place this was, for real, for real. Like, I love this place so much. My first rides on Voyage, I'm gonna look at it real quick. Yeah, like I was blown away, bro. My first rides on a lot of stuff this year, and James in it too. Timmy in it. I didn't know Timmy was in it. Bro, where the hell were you? Oh, I think you were not with us because we rode Thunderbird or something first, and then rode Voyage, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not skipping Voyage.
You literally didn't step back there once.
No, sir.
Bruh, Thunderbird's good. It's good. That day was great. I got in the Legend, Raven. Raven is, oh my god. Legend is, oh my god. It should be the lateral. It's so fucking good. And Voyage is, it should be an eighth wonder of the world. So good. I was surprised by Michael being there. BCS member, Black Coast Society. He was there the whole time. I didn't even know. We linked up for a little bit, hung out, rode some rides. That was cool. RC. The next morning after the Buzz Bars mixer too. I literally have a video of Jack dancing. God, they were blasted, bro. Holy shit.
Good times.
Bro, he was wobbling, but like that was definitely not a wobble. And Perry is definitely not wobbling either. I might have to just resend that in the chat, to be honest, bro. Because like, holy shit. Plastered was the only name of everybody that night. Then RC with a bowl of goldfish and iced coffee and beers to start the day. Because that was also when Timmy literally, he would take a bowl rip and be passed out in the bed.
Yeah. Not anymore though.
Oh hell no. Because I'm saying, like, isn't that crazy how far they? Because that was when they first started, bro.
Yeah. Type beat.
Yeah, I rode Voyage 18 times that second day. So, uh, generally a great time. I have a picture of me in the Santa. Yeah, yeah, great time. Oh, and I have the video of. I have videos of literally just hearing the coasters ripping while I'm in the cabin.
Yeah.
Such dope shit. Also, the video of you basically shitting yourself while they're saying goodbye to Marshall.
What
Oh,
video?
oh
Oh,
my.
actually, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, let's see if this plays, bro.
Love it, Marshall.
Bruh, if I need to send that to you, I will, because that is like a gem. Like, the fact that was caught right at that moment.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Shout outs to Buzz Bars that night for real. Marshall was awesome to talk to. Uh, Firmly meeting a lot of the Buzz Bars members that night, too. Like, that was where I firmly met Meg and Mark for the first time, and just as cool as they seemed uh, online. So I'm just. We stopped to know the Bucky's, man. I met the Bucky's mascot that trip.
I.
That was dope as hell. Uh, and there's us tired as hell coming back at Sheets. You weren't there because you were in the bathroom for that picture, but that was James, Jalen, me, and Timmy
I
is
remember
just,
that one.
yeah. You were all like moving the boat, trying to get the fuck home.
Oh
Firehouse
yeah.
Barbecue
Didn't I
open.
didn't I whip like the last like 6 hours or something? I was like, "Ooh, we getting home, bro."
I think it was either you or Timmy, bro. I was like,
Yeah. I want to say it was me that trip.
yeah. And then I have a video of you whipping it and Flying Eagles that kicks the video. I'm pissed I didn't send like some of these to you. But what day was this? Like, why were we both at KD?
I don't even remember, bro.
Because I
When
mean,
was it?
it was June. Oh, this was the last day we were at KD, I think, before you
Yeah,
moved.
probably.
Yeah, this definitely was because I got a picture of us leaving on the way out. Yeah,
Alex was there too, right?
no, I
Yeah.
was calling. Yeah,
Oh, it was Colin?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Damn, bro, that's so dope. Oh yeah, the Grizzly
Oh,
ERT.
I want to say I went with Maria one day, a different day, and Alex was there too.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, the Grizzly ERT, which the ERTs are pretty troll for Kicks Video this year. If we were trying to, because all the rides they gave ERT to, you could have gotten essentially for yourself by just going on a normal day in the middle of the day of the summer. Uh, but it was funny because it was just troll seeing like an hour wait for Grizzly. You know,
Right.
like bleeding out of Grizzly's Gulch gift shop, like all the way down to the theater, or not the action theater, but like the Old Virginia theater. Like that was troll. Like when are you ever going to see a line like that for Grizzly? That was an ERT at that point. We got two rides, but granted, the main
Yeah.
reason was to go and get the shirt, which I do think that shirt was the best shirt that they put out this year, for Grizzly. But I digress. That was a fun time. My friend Joseph was there, Gavin was there, and Will was there. Will ended up getting a shirt actually. I went to KD a bit after that, a week after that. And then uh, Hershey Park. We were here for Hershey. We went to Hershey.
Mm-hmm.
We went
Yeah,
to
first
Hershey.
walkout rides of the year.
No, the Jolly. I saw the Jolly Rancher remix dude for the first time. Yeah, you were shitting on Stormrunner even though you said you grayed out the whole ride.
Yes.
I was like, that's such an RC take. I literally have the Breaking Bad meme of I can't think of his name right now. Fucking God, what's the cop's name?
Hank.
Thank you, Hank. Of Hank Straight. I literally have of Hank like the way he's smiling, the way he's frowning. And when I made the meme of like West of Hershey Park and the RC at Hershey Park, like West riding Skyrush, RC riding Skyrush. But nah,
Yeah,
like Wildcat, bro. Holy shit. That's all I gotta say. Joe Draves, what a statement. Well, I accidentally felt back and went to the top of my album, so oops. There's a video of you showing me how much room I have when I on Wildcat, you know what I'm talking about?
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Bro, that's how I left an area too, so you can imagine.
We went to freaking Six Flags America too. I went to Six Flags America again before I moved, and KD.
Yeah, because that was literally the last day. That was the graduation trip.
Yeah. And then we did Kennywood Waldemere.
Yep. Hold up.
So
Let me see when those pictures are. Because right now, on mine, I have Hershey. And then I have the BCS, the Black Society media. I got the people. I see Pay saying hi to him and Roshana for the first time. Across the street. With Six Flags over Georgia, you know, I really do want to ride Goliath again. And I want to get better as a Twisted Cyclone. And that day was great because
I don't know if you can get better rides on Twisted Cyclone.
Okay, you don't understand how stable that was.
But like the ride is so mid.
It is. It is. There's no getting the twist there. It is, but it can get better rides. I think I can. Come on, bro. Just tell them not to be ridiculous with stapling one time. Superman was definitely mid though. If that's the best Superman clone, like of the Ultimate Flights, then I don't want to ride any other ones.
Yeah.
I had Rodney Scott's. Yep. Rodney Scott's barbecue. Excuse me. Ooh. That was a vibe. That was a great place. Generally, I was so hungry though that it might have hit more than like it should have, but the cheap beers is also what it hit. Because we got to Erie pretty placid, not gonna lie. Erie sunset into night rides. That's a vibe. That was a vibe. I'm sorry, I'm looking at a video of the mixer after the bluesiest meetup. The bluesiest meetup, BCS meetup for this year was literally incredible. Also being able to really talk with Airtime Mike.
Yeah.
Actually have conversation with. We have very similar takes about coasters. It's kind of scary. But yeah, that was awesome. I really enjoyed that day. Getting the takeover, having all those people on Goliath was awesome. Yeah, I cannot wait to go to another more events like that for anybody. Buzz bars, Bluesiest, Black Coast Society, any of them. Like for real. There's a King's Dominion trip. I'm gonna almost go over the King's Dominion trips because I didn't record many of those because they're King's Dominion, man. Now, for some reason, okay. That's why. When did I go back to Hershey? That's what I'm curious about. It shows me going back to Hershey. Anyways, I'm not gonna worry about it. Kittywood. We tried.
Oh my God, those Phantoms rides were so good though.
Yeah, like we tried to get a really good long day there. And you know what? We did what we could. Steel curtain wasn't open. Surprise, surprise. We got the racer cred, which was honestly a cute little fun ride. But yeah, Phantom's Revenge, like you said. Holy shit, man! Like it has aged so well. It does so much. Literally, what the fuck? Like that was RMC airtime before RMC airtime. Like
Ridiculous, dude.
that drop is so good. Like I can't get enough of it. Generally, can't get enough of Phantom's Revenge whenever we're there. So unfortunate we couldn't get night rides, but that just means we got to go back, bro. And hopefully when we go back, we also get Steel Curtain.
For real.
But Waldemir. Waldy. So we were here on July 10th. We basically got here at 11. Did everything. Rode a VM Flyer 3. Which honestly might be one of my favorite kid rides still. Kiddie coasters.
Yeah.
Comet was not great though. I'm sorry, Comet was trash. Whirlwind? Oh yeah, the SVF Visa, bro. Oh yeah, the fucking flying carpet that if you had any airtime, you would not have collarbones anymore because they would be shattered.
Yeah.
Because they have metal over the shoulder restraints. Like
Waldemir was such a pleasant park, though.
Oh
It's
yeah.
such a nice place.
You know what I'm saying? Like we did all of this. I'm looking. So we got in the park. I literally have the time frame. We got in the park at it was 12:01. We got in. Rode a Beam Flyer 2 at 12:05. Rode. We were walked around at this point to get to the back. Got to Comet at 12:17. Whirlwind at 12:18. No, I must have got off. So we must have rode Whirlwind, but you get what I mean. Like we did everything because now we're at Steel Dragon after the flying carpet. It's not even 12:30, and we did every single credit we wanted to the park. Besides Ravine Flyer 2, because that opened like 30 minutes later or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought back row was the row, bro. No. Front row. I will say front row on a lot of wedding coasters for me are the move, but specifically Ravine Flyer 2 is definite. Like,
Yeah.
do you have the video of you with like so much room on the airtime coming
Yeah.
in?
Yeah. I
Okay.
do.
Let me try to set that. Yeah, I do love the look of Ravine Flyer 2. I just love the look of a. You see a good wooden coaster, and I love the look of that lift, man. Like, just knowing the layout after is going to slap. It's like, bro, you are literally sick, like a whole foot above Colin in that video. I just looked at it.
That's an insane video, bro.
You doing push-ups at the Ace Memorial Park, and the dad just looking at you smoking a cigarette, and then he goes, "Hey, that was the guy doing push-ups to his son in the line."
Yeah.
To be
That shit was
fair,
fucking hilarious, bro.
that was a rough time because I don't think you couldn't smoke at that point. Yeah.
No. Straight cooling, bro.
Yeah, we were literally front row. We were the last rides. Waldemir. And the worst picture of the sign. Waldemir. Oh, never mind. I got a better one. Waldemir, bro. Like, what a place, man. Like, what a place. So, middle of July, I had my park inspector Busch Gardens trip. And let me tell you, I was not impressed. Definitely got a D grade, maybe C grade, but in the high roller ship post here was D grade for sure. Because Yeah, I was not impressed, man. Not impressed at all. That the park is a shell of what it used to be, and I want to like Pantheon more. But driving 2.5 hours for two rides, okay, look, for a ride that is okay, pretty good, where I could go 2.5 hours and ride elite rides, that being Wildcat and Skyrush. Yeah, I think it's no brainer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I had a great time before, but now it is what it is. And this is when I took a little bit of a break. I could see because I'm just doing a lot of home park stuff. I started getting going to Hardywood, the brewery, but also this is when Black Coast Society showed up to King's Dominion and Keith or K1, the boxer. He showed up and that's his favorite coaster. Ride I-305 with him all day. One of the hottest days of the year. Also, Oscar, shout outs to peaceful underscore thrill underscore seeker. Literally is what his name says. Like, is one of the most down to earth, chill guys you can hang out with. Um, and yeah, he both of them adored I-305. So for me, seeing people just love a coaster that I love, but love it even more than me, seeing them know, like, just ride it over and over again, get even better rides, like that just makes my heart warm, being enthusiastic. So
Yeah.
yeah, like I was really excited seeing that, having them be there, ride with them. Even though it definitely did get a little too hot, and they ended up leaving a little bit earlier. Getting last rides on I-305, first semi dusk rides of that year was awesome, awesome. When did I make this? Wow. Rode Wildcat some more. Got more pictures of that. Rode some rainy, insane rain rides on Twist or I-305. Literally, it felt like I was getting pelted with BBs. Then went back to Dollywood for more the last trip of the year because I'm not getting another pass. There's no feasible way for that. Getting so many rides on Thunderhead, getting called out for the wedge method by one operator, no other operator ever again on Thunderhead. Yeah, that ruined my. I remember those texts, bro. I was texting you like, bro, I'm literally taking a break from Thunderhead because my vibe is killed by this op.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was so troll. Getting the last rides that I could have got on for Lightning Rod. Flexing speed passes like they were bingies with Jay at Dollywood because shout outs to Emily for making our day and being such an awesome cast member. Like I tell you, if they don't make your day at these parks, at Dollywood and stuff, you just didn't talk to them long enough. Straight up. You just didn't. Uh, but yeah, what were you doing from here on out? You were mostly in Florida from
So,
July until like August.
well, went to over Georgia, which was mid AF
Mm.
and fun spot
Well, yeah, but that definitely was
on
not
the
mid.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, that was you saying like, I can't believe. Well, I'm pretty sure you believed me, but you didn't believe how insane Erie
Oh
actually
yeah, I
was.
didn't know. Yeah. And then I found out and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's FAFO. Fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
But no, for real, Erie is that truth, and in my opinion, probably it's probably the best ride of 2023 easily. No question. I'm thinking about what ranking and where I put it, all that stuff. So let's see, August. What happened in August here? King's Dominion trip. Uh, do you want to recap the viewers of what you were doing in Florida, or do you want to keep that incognito?
Mm, nah, I don't care. I did so some people probably know, but if you don't know, I was doing the Disney College program for the last 6 months and
And
just
that
moved back home.
and that's why he's been able to see Disney in another light.
Yes. The free admission was the best part for sure.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But that is why, because probably, well, why did he even go down there? And it's like, well,
Yeah.
that was why. Go ahead and see, and also just why the fuck not?
Interesting times.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This Hershey trip was sick though. The one Hershey trip when I met Biff, the Coast Street crew. Like I met Scooby, Biff, uh, Paul, Surveillance. Like all of them, man. That was so dope.
Sheesh.
Like literally, that was so dope because that's literally solidified to me. You never know who you're gonna meet in this hobby. Like because they were just fans of our shit before, bro. Like that's all that's all I knew them as. And I'm like, for me, any community member, at least I want to try until I cannot, until we're that big, which I hope we're not that big, to be honest. But I will be shouting out and talking to you, like liking your message, liking your hitting you back up because I want you to know we see you, man. Like I really appreciate your presence and you giving your respected and well earned time to listen to our bullshit. So like that's why, like, with the fact that they were so adamant and loved our cast like that, and like, you know what, you're coming our way. Let me go ahead and meet y'all. And that day was like, now we're friends, we're homies as if we were talking for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and also, shout outs to Miles and Gabe for literally
Yeah.
showing up, let's say, like the same shit. Like, I don't think they were listeners of the cast. I'm not going to be real with you, but still, they saw me at Kings Dominion, knew that was my home park. They were there at Hershey Park that same day, and I was on the same Intimidator train as them. And yeah, they were like, "Oh, are you this guy?" And we hung out with them the rest of the day. It was chill as hell, man. Like, yeah, it was vibes upon vibes. But when it came to meeting people, specifically the Hershey trips were so good this year. So good this year. Yeah, now we're getting into September because I'm seeing SeaWorld. uh, yep, yep. SeaWorld Orlando, where I got my first rides on Pipeline. It's a ride, it exists. At the time when I rode this, you were not a big fan, but then now you're okay with it for the most part. We went to Gwazi after. Uh, yeah, that was bruh. I will say, actually, no. Well, I remember, actually, excuse me. This rides were not the best rides I had on Gwazi. They were like F2 instead of F1 car. I always say that. But that's literally how it felt. Like it just definitely was not, its max or even close. But we went and got more rides on Pipeline for some reason. Why did we do that, bro? Like, what the fuck?
I have no clue.
Bro, hold up. No. This was a different time. So this was me and Will. Okay. The second day after you dropped me off at the hotel, me and Will did Orlando. We did SeaWorld and make all that. And that was when they were running Manta with 2 trains but only filling 1 train, bro. And I'm like, I need to get out of this park immediately. I can't. I cannot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch my Stonies award up. You know how I said the most mid park? I'm gonna go with SeaWorld Orlando. Or are they worse than mid? I don't know.
No, I'll keep it mid.
Okay. We're keeping it mid, okay. Yeah, I felt my love for Hulk, because we went to UD after SeaWorld very fast. We ate at Bubba Gump. Honestly, the craft beer was okay because I know it was based off of Forrest. I forgot exactly what I got, but I think it was like it was a blonde ale based off of Jenny, like Jenny's blonde ale or something. It was okay. It was, but the shrimp and the food was pretty good. Like to lie, I had not ate all that day though, so I engulfed it, and I got my first rides on Dudley's, Dudley Do Rights, and looking back, I almost wish I didn't because I was not expecting to get that drenched. Like people will say you were drowning in that. You are almost. There is so much fucking water when you do get wet. And if you're wearing anything that doesn't dry easily or it's not the hottest day, you're gonna be wet for like hours after. That's what happened to me. We did Halloween Horror Nights. That was a vibe, I really enjoyed it. Really liked seeing how far an a hunt event can go. Um, so my favorite, I think, is Darkest Duel or Darkest Deal. Sorry, not Darkest Duel, Darkest Deal, and Stranger Things, Last of Us, close second and third, very close second and third. But yeah. I got more intimate with Velocicoaster, and then me, Alex, Cam. Shout outs to Cam. He's a Buzz Bars member, and Gavin went to Dorney Park for the Super Duper Looper Stumble. Now you were doing so much Halloween Horror Nights by this point. Now how you were basically every night or every other night Halloween Horror Nights. You know, like
Gotta get the fix. Had to get the fix.
how many mazes? Like, what was the most you walked through a singular maze?
Let me see the list. I think the most was, let me see, 1, 2, 3. 12 times through The Exorcist.
Oh, well,
And 12 times through Darkest Deal.
I honestly thought you went like in the 20s.
Well, I'm saying, like, that's just, like, through the maze. I went 21 times.
Oh, well, shit. Yeah, you wouldn't do
Most
the
of the
same
times
mazes
I
every
only
time.
went for, like, a couple hours. Though.
Yeah, that's what I was telling
Like 12 to 2.
in the bonus episode last night. I'm like, the locals will just show up the last 2 hours and get like 6 mazes done.
Because it'd be dead. Or
Yeah.
do, like, Nightmare Fuel at, like, 12:30 showing. Or the, whatever it was, 11:30.
But yeah, Dorney Park,
Good times.
that honestly could have won the Med Award too for underrated park, but I think the vibe of Buzz Bars helps not exactly push that there because the policies there and the fact that they are necessary, they're a Cedar Fair chain, but not, or a Cedar Fair park, but they're not a Cedar Fair park with how they use different fun pick system, different bag policies. Like essentially, they have Cedar Fair as a name, but they don't use any of the policies that Cedar Fair use. So that was annoying to deal with. And once you're done with everything, nothing stands out besides maybe Steel Force, which Steel Force is very good in my opinion. But yeah, after you do that, like, I do think Thunderhawk just needs to just go. All right, do I even have that ranked? Whenever I look at my rankings, I don't even see that shit, dude. Like, that thing is trash.
There's no way you have Thunderhawk ranked.
No, I do. It's 117 out of 192. Well, it should be lower, honestly, but I'm not gonna put it with kitty coasters. Yeah, I wrote Talon for the first time. What'd you think of Talon? I won my ass in that actually.
Challenge shit.
Yeah, Talon's a great time. I like Talon to be honest. But it's not the best B&M invert at all. You know, it's just I would say it's better than Great Bear.
Dorney Park exists.
Yeah, that's essentially it. And they're adding a B&M dive. People are look. Certain people I understand. Get your bag, but others I'm like, come on, bro. It's a B&M dive. B&M dive, man. Come on, bro. I will say I didn't record much of the Super Duper Looper Stumble because that day was disgusting. Probably the most disgusting day of the entire year for parks. I probably shouldn't even been at a park that day. We went during a tropical storm. Yeah. The first 6 hours were terrible. After that, it actually stopped. It was full game. Skyrush open. You know, the weather wasn't nearly as bad. It wasn't as cold. It wasn't raining. Yeah, it was free game. Also, finally able to link up and talk with Matt and Drew from Coasters and Brews. Literally, like at the lunch table, to talk with Drew the whole time. Then when me and Gavin were warming up in the car because it's so cold, like just wet and cold for 6 hours. That was the reason why I was sick the week after. But warming up in the car, smoking up, and then getting out, and then accidentally going into a. It wasn't a tailgate. It wasn't. It just wasn't. But getting handed a beer and talking with a few people from Buzz Bars that I haven't met before, and Matt, and the fact that they were from Woodbridge in New Jersey and moved to Woodbridge in Virginia or with their parents. It was a crazy conversation happening. There was this crazy, kind of faded dynamic. We got back in, rode Sky Rush, bro. Actually got a pretty decent ride of Candemonium. Super Duper Blooper Stumble was great. Seeing everyone coo and caw over Sky Rush, people being ripped from the train, a la Aaron, the ride factor. That picture is hysterical. Oh my god. And Wildcat Revenge ERT, man, insane night for real. I appreciate BuzzBuzz so much. Cannot wait to go to an event this year. That was basically me until for a good bit. Yeah, I went back again for the hunt on the 15th for King's Dominion, but I didn't touch Busch Gardens. I went to the Halloween party, and you flew over that. That was dope as hell.
Yeah.
The Jalen threw, and then after that's where it slows down for real. I went to Winterfest a few times. Road Drop Tower. I'm glad that opened up again because god damn, that thing is one of the best drop towers in the country, easily. And then finally the birthday trip. That was really the last of it for me. You had gone to Florida, or excuse me, Florida. I'm buzzy. Gone to Cali in December.
Take 2.
Yep. Man, so so you did Knott's and Magic Mountain and Disneyland, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that's definitely what's up. Man, we gotta go to Cali together, bro. Were we even able to smoke?
Nah, not that go around.
Damn.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Well, I know I got in and hit Mind Blower finally. Alright, has so much fucking potential, and if they were to change it to potentially full retrack, I don't know if I would hate that. What do you think?
Full retrack of what?
Mind Blower.
I feel like the issue is like more with like the entire structure of
Oh,
the ride.
100%. I agree with that. 110%. And that's where I feel like the rumor of them saying, hey, we're going to do full retracking of this, it's not going to help the fucking ride if your structure itself, the foundation is fucked. Yeah. But I finally got Mind Blower, 4 rides, and by the 4th one, I had a definite headache. And I was literally on 3 hours of sleep the whole day at Universal while drinking and smoking. So yeah, that shows the how rough that ride could be. It definitely is not. It could be top 15, basically what I'm saying. If it was not unbearably like an absurd level of rough. Disney finally got to experience Galaxy's Edge, man. Got back to at least refresh some of Disney. I personally had a great time. Besides the bullshit with Genie Plus, Lightning Lane, all that, like, you could have a good time there. We went during the holiday season. When did we go? The 15th. I thought that was even going to be good enough, but even now, people might be hip now to where that's just not good enough anymore. You got to go the first week, if that, and no other time anymore. I feel like the first week of December.
Man, the real bullshit is just the Genie Plus and it being so crowded when we went, literally.
Yeah, like 2 hours plus for Flight of Passage was it really made you look at the queue, and I guess lack thereof. Because whenever I looked at the reviews of it, I always saw the Navi and the tank, and I never saw anything else. And I guess I never thought of that until I went through the queue, and I'm like, okay, that's why. Hell, I think ET does the forest thing better than that queue. But overall, the ride shits all over ET, so it doesn't matter. Like,
yeah.
Pandora. In reflection, I really liked Pandora as a land, but I felt it was a bit barren. Like, I feel like That opened in 2017, 2018. We should definitely be having more investment there. But we do know Disney. So we obviously know that their investments take a decade. So, and
Yeah.
Ohana, oh my fucking god. That was the best part of Disney. And I'm not even I say that without even trying to be shitpost. Like, the food was just that fucking good. You know what I'm saying? Like, the food, the atmosphere, the environment was that fucking good that, like, that was the best part of the day. I'm sorry. Like, sure, Rise of the Resistance was incredible. Like, being in Galaxy's Edge, having that unique goes that was actually a unique craft beer that was made at a park. That was great. Seeing everything. Going back to Hollywood Studios, I wish we could have got a few other things, but that Ohana, bro, like, you literally went twice. Like, you literally went back a week later, like with
I did
Colin and your mom.
indeed.
So
Hmm.
that's what I'm saying. That thing, it's insane. Like, I have felt a hole since then in my stomach. I'm not even joking. Like, nothing has hit the same. Nothing has hit the same. But after that, that was it for me for parks, man. Like, I didn't go to Kings Landing for New Year's Eve. We recently hung out because you just moved back, and
Yes,
that's I
sir.
guess that's what we'll. I mean, there's not really much to talk about besides how much we smoked because we
Tough to
we
say.
literally hung out and smoked. We were able to have Dre be there, bro. We was able to
all,
link up and connect
all
with
the
Dre
gang,
more. That was so
all
dope.
the gang pulled up.
Um, let me see. Timmy sent me the rundown. I wonder if I hope Timmy ate that fucking pancake because I was so pissed I left that pancake. But knowing the story that he is now, he probably ate it within an hour or so after you guys left. Because you guys left after you finished those joints, right? Like, because I left and
What
y'all were
which day was it?
the day we were leaving.
Sunday morning?
Yeah, Sunday morning.
Oh, oh
Does
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Or we took like more dabs or something
Oh
before.
my
I don't
god, bro.
remember.
But basically, the count that Timmy sent me, and I know that there's 3 more added onto a few of these, is y'all. We definitely celebrate. There was no drink in sight. That's how much we smoked. We just forgot about drinking or doing anything else.
Dude,
Like,
like I like stopped like writing it down like on like Saturday night, so I don't even know what it was.
yeah, like they started from when RC showed up at Timmy's place at like 1 around then.
So we went from 1 to 1,
Yeah, well,
basically 24
24-hour
hours.
period. Uh,
1 p.m.
and
to 1 p.m. the next day.
essentially we had 16 bowls from a bong, 10 dabs from from a rig, and then
E-rig.
10
Yeah.
J's slash blunts, or excuse me, 13 by the end of it because those you had 3. We had Timmy's, yours, and Dre's rotating in the last parts of it. Like, we had 13 J's slash blunts, bro. Let me tell you, when I was sitting on the couch and I was actually like in space, like when y'all went out for the last hits, bro, and you were sitting in the dining room table at Jalen's, and y'all were like, "Hey, Wes, come here." I'm like, I can't move. I have not felt this way in so long. I was trying to play it off, but I'm like, bro, I could move probably, but like I couldn't feel my body. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude, that was amazing.
yeah, like, that was straight up a weed party, and honestly, let's do more of those, bro.
Bruh,
Wait.
and just like it was just so meme. Like we go into Christians and
Oh, bro,
like
yeah. I was
like
roasting.
everyone's just like not paying attention, and like the dude just has like the weed hat on. He's like, what are these like stone kids doing, bro? Like they're not paying attention in my store.
Bruh, and then I go and explain to them like, yeah, I'm gonna get leftovers, so I'm gonna get 4 slices. Like, I'm a stoner. We're smoking hella. I'm gonna get 4 slices.
Motherfucker ate all 4.
Okay, so I ate 3 in one sitting, and I was gonna say 1 slice, and then and then Jalen, while she's cleaning up in the middle of the night, she goes and looks at me all sad, like, "Hey Wes, did you have a box on the dining room table with a slice in it?" And she's standing next to the trash can, and I'm like, I already knew what's up because my food gets thrown away all the fucking time. Hell, that happened literally in the fucking trip to Holiday World, bro. Like, my food gets thrown away. Like,
Oh,
so I already knew. I was like, Jalen, it's cool. It's cool. She's like, I'll get you a slice of. I'm like, I won't be drunk or high enough to want a slice tomorrow, but it's okay. I paid literally nothing for this. But yeah, that was basically our recap. And I noticed the longer we take in between these, the longer these casts end up lasting, RC. Because
Yeah.
we're literally 45 more seconds, 3 hour mark. So,
Oh god.
oh yeah, oh yeah, y'all,
Trace.
y'all.
But it's like it definitely feels long, but it don't be feeling like 3
That's what
hours.
I'm saying, bro. Like, it's crazy how much. Because that was news. Like, news was the first 40. Actually, I think it was quite a bit. Not gonna lie. But y'all, we did so much shit this year, and I cannot wait to do so much more shit this year. Maybe not as much. I might do less.
I
'Cause,
need
but
credits.
you know what I mean? Like, just new experiences, new creds with y'all, and to see y'all. And yes, I need creds. Let's get credit out here, fam.
I
I ain't
have a
get.
plan, I just need money.
I have a plan. I just need money. Y'all, if you've listened to the whole 3 hours of this, give yourself a pat on the back. Congratulations. And thank y'all for listening to the first episode of 2024. Go ahead and take a hit on that one for real, yeah. I got a pee, so I'm going to make this kind of
Appreciate
quick.
y'all.
Y'all, go ahead and follow us on the socials so you can keep up with whatever episodes, what we're going to, and what other groups we're going to be at. Because if we're a part of it, they're homies, so you should probably be a part of that too, to be honest. But yeah, go ahead and follow us at the High Rollers DMV on Instagram. Alex, whenever he's on here and whenever he does post, because his pictures are great, at 0G Coasters. And RC.
Old line airtime, you already know.
Yep. And you can find me at West Tower Coasters on the Twitter/X side of things. Go ahead and follow the main account at the High Rollers C. And you can find me at West Tower C, where I'll be just posting random. My likes are cursed as hell, bro. There are so many cursed memes in my likes. So if you like that stuff, and I'll be talking about the entertainment industry in general. There, it's from my personal account. So yeah, go ahead and give that a follow if you want to. Otherwise, if you want to go ahead and follow up 5 more episodes of us, we're on YouTube. We're on video format. So go ahead and subscribe to West Howard. That's my YouTube channel. Where literally the only thing I post is this podcast. So it might just be the High Rollers at some point. And if you want to actually follow the cast on a streaming service, go ahead and check us out everywhere: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, you name it. We're there. Podbean, go ahead, go. For real though, thank y'all for listening to all of this, man. Thank y'all for being here
Appreciate
for
y'all.
over 14 months. And like we said in RC, I didn't mention you, but obviously I am extremely grateful for you, homie, to run this cast with.
Appreciate you, gang, my
Like
dog.
being able to tomfoolery, all the laughs we have had since meeting is couldn't ask for another homie, brother. To be honest, wouldn't
Yes,
ask for anyone else
sir.
to run this cast. So, y'all, peace out. Catch you in the next episode. You never know who you beat in this hobby. For real, for real. Stay homie and
Stay
take care, y'all.
home, y'all.
Peace.